There we go, even remember to turn my microphone on this time. Yes, hello, my name is Mr. Arthur Carnaby, welcome to the stream. We are playing Toontown Rewritten again, because it's been like 2 weeks since we last did that. I do apologise, by the way, to those of you, especially over on the YouTube side of my streaming channel stuff here. I know there's quite a lot of people on YouTube who do watch me play this. I do apologise to you folks there. The fact of the matter is, now that we've reached the Sellbot Task Force portion of the game, progress itself is getting slower and slower, so if it seems like we've been taking a few more breaks than usual in between our episodes of this, that'd be why. I don't want people getting too bored with me just doing the exact same thing over and over again, week in, week out. Let's see, hello Red Dinosaurs, hello Lady Hydrangea. Well, hi Arthur. Hi. Hello. But yes, I do know that there are people. I mean, it is still a fun game, even if I am at quite a grindy part of it. I do come from the sort of period of time in the mid-2000s where I played nothing but sort of free-to-play MMOs that were incredibly grindy, because that was the entire point of them and they had nothing else going for them. So I'm used to this sort of thing, but yeah, if we've been slowing down our playthrough of Toontown, that's pretty much why. I don't want you guys, the audience, getting bored. I do promise to keep going with it. It's just maybe it won't be a weekly thing recurring going forwards. Maybe it'll be once every 2 weeks or so, I'm not quite sure, we'll see. So yes, we're getting back into Toontown Rewritten. For those who don't know of it, Toontown Rewritten, I'll give my usual introduction while firing the game up. TTR is a fan-run private server recreation of the old Disney MMORPG Toontown Online. You create and play as a cartoony Toon character, and you have to try and save Toontown, the world itself, from a bunch of evil corporate robots called cogs who are trying to take over and stop everything from being fun and joyous. Kind of like how the player base wanted to stop Disney from shutting the game down, but the suits said no. Anyways, getting back onto topics that won't get me sued by anybody. Yes, the original run of the MMORPG had a free-to-play demo you could get, quite limited in its scope, and you had a time limit of 3 real-world days you could play on it for. Ever since it shut down back in 2011, a whole bunch of fans have gotten together and started putting together all sorts of private servers. Rewritten is one of the biggest private servers, it's one of the most populated ones, and the design ethos, there tend to be a few changes and differences between each of the servers. The design ethos of the Rewritten server is that it tries to stay as close to the original release of the game as possible, while still adding new content that they think would have been appropriate for back in the day. I believe the developers are currently working on a new location, if I'm not mistaken. So more news when that comes out, I suppose. As usual, whenever we play this, the first thing I have to do is go home and do my gardening, because that's still a thing. Oh, yeah. I do have my outfit looking nice and coordinated this time. I am wearing proper clothing from the last time I was on here a few days ago. But of course, in the grand tradition of things, Red wants me to randomise my entire look. Thank you. I get to look all prim and proper for all of 5 seconds. Alright, let's go home and randomise my wardrobe, I guess. Especially since we have our new catalogue as well, and as I was saying before, I have to go and do my gardening too. Gotta pluck my flowers, sell them to the florist for some jelly beans, and then plant some new ones, to increase my gardening skill and try and build up some more maximum HP by getting those shiny trophies. First things first though, Red says redo outfit. I like my current outfit, but sure, I'll make myself look like an idiot for the next 3 hours, I guess. Well, it adds a bit of interactivity to the stream, doesn't it? These little, game-specific rewards. Little point redeems. Okay, so the way this works, for those who haven't been here before, is that when we do the shuffle outfit reward redemption thing, what we do is I randomise using the shuffle button here 10 times, and whatever comes out on the 10th roll is what we stick with, either till the end of the stream or until somebody else does it in like half an hour's time. Because there's a 30-minute cooldown on shuffling my outfit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, shouldn't swear, family-friendly game. Same with the accessories now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Why would you do this to me? Hmm? Why? Why? Hmm? Great luck, Arthur, thank you. Real trendsetter, I'm sure. Points and laughs. Oh, shut the hell up. Okay, now that my nice formal clothes have been put away and mothballed for the time being, let's take a look at this week's catalogue, shall we? Is there anything I'd like to purchase? Probably not, but we'll take a look anyhow. Oh, right, it's going to be a lot of the Christmassy stuff now, isn't it? It is that season. Yes, it's winter now. Good lord. Hard to believe that 2 days ago it was autumn and now it's suddenly winter. Where does the time go? A lot of these I either already have or I'm not particularly interested in. Brown fancy boots. I'm pretty sure I've already got those, actually. Why isn't it showing up as already owned? Shortcake couch. Why not? Yes, it's all very cartoony themed, if my explanation of the game before didn't give it away, by the way. Top hat, I already have that, of course I do. Couple of name tags, a few other hats, random items for the organising parties with friends thing. Golden fishing pole, that's on sale for 1,500. Interesting. It wasn't on sale last week. This time it's gone down by, I think, 500 jelly beans. I do need this, it's the final upgrade for the fishing rod, but should I get it now? Because with the rod that I currently have, I still need to fill out some of my fishing album. And then the golden rod is for, I think, getting the last 4 or 3 or 2 or whatever it is. I don't know, but I have like 7 days to decide before next week's catalogue is launched, so whatever. Jolly Boots, 2,250, and that's when they're on sale. Jesus Christ, how much are they off sale? Good lord. We'll leave this for the time being, maybe just come back to it later or tomorrow or something. Okay, I've still got gardening to do before we crack on. I hate you, by the way, Red. Right, while I'm busy doing this and trying to ignore the crime against fashion I'm being forced to commit, let's see, I've got Toon HQ open in the background as per usual here. Where's my gardening thing? Where's my handbook? I'm up to the 6 jelly bean flowers, my current shovel level. That means I want to be planting silly lilies, cayenne, red, and then all violets. Right. Just to remind myself of the combination for these. So, how's everybody's day going, by the way? What's everyone been up to? Cayenne, red, violet, red. I've been taking care of a couple of work-related things. I went Christmas shopping. Oh, fair enough. Sounds nice. I have 1 or 2 more bits of Christmas shopping to get done, but after that I should be finished, so I'll try not to leave it too long. Emphasis on the word try. I do know what I'm like. Right, saying I know, lol. Yes, I had a couple of work things to take care of this morning, got that done, and then I spent the afternoon finally getting around to teaching myself how to play that Call of Cthulhu Arkham Horror game I picked up a couple of weeks back. I burned my wrist making dinner. Of course you did. You're a walking disaster zone, woman. I'm allowed to say that, though, because 1, you're my stream mod, and 2, because I'm much the same. I'm the kind of person who wakes up in the morning and goes, how did I get that bruise? Where did that come from? I actually had a small scratch on the bridge of my nose a couple of days ago that I woke up one morning and I said, where the hell did that come from? Because I didn't have it the night before. I wake up next morning, it wasn't bleeding or anything, there was just a small red scratch, small red line in the middle of my nose, and I go, what the hell? What the fuck did I do last night? Can teach you all how to cook. I went to college for pastry arts. Ooh, sounds fun and delicious. Mixture of both. Nice, nice. I didn't do anything fun like that when I was in college. I did 2 college courses, one when I was finishing up my higher education, and then one some years later. After my first job had finished, my first contract job, and I decided to go back to college to do a different qualification, because I wanted to expand my repertoire. All I did when I was in college was a generalist IT course for like 2 years, and then when I was an adult, I took an adult learning course at my college to essentially learn how to be a teacher. Yeah, a little bit of surprise Arthur lore for those who don't know. I am technically qualified to teach college-aged adults and upwards. Well, college-aged teenagers, I guess 18 plus or something. Here in the UK, you need more specialist qualifications in places like universities to work in things like primary or secondary schools with children there. But according to the certificate and qualification that I've got, I can go ahead and teach people subjects at level 2 or lower. Because I've got a level 3 generalist teaching and education award. So yeah, there you go. I could be an actual teacher if I wanted to. And for a time I did want to, but getting back into real life for a moment, the boring part of real life, the depressing side. Job opportunities for people without a whole lot in the way of qualifications and no experience, who are trying to get into teaching, are just about non-existent. So that's great. Had that award for a couple of years now, and I haven't really been able to put it into practice, which kind of sucks. Like to bake. First, how uni works in the UK. Go to uni, pass, somehow work in McDonald's. I'm just joking. Hey, 404, it's been a while. How have you been? But yes, that is pretty much how it goes over here, yeah. You go to university, you spend all of this time in college or university or whatever doing a master's degree or a bachelor's or something like that, and you go and work in fast food or the service industry or in retail. One of the two. one of the 3 of them. Whichever. But yes, that's just the way it works. Good, got off work, made food, now I'm chilling. Nice, nice. Pretty good end to the day, then. My friend in the UK went to work at a charity after college instead, lol. Oh, nice. Fair enough. Doing something useful, at least. Yeah, one of the things I usually do each week is, I don't get paid for it, sadly. I do enjoy doing it and being there, but, one of the things I usually do each week is I'll spend a day or two going and volunteering at a charity shop in my local town centre. I'm sure I've mentioned it a whole bunch of times on stream here, at various points in the past. But yeah, I usually do that Thursdays and Fridays. Sadly, no job has come of it, but I do have my ears open. I've certainly been there long enough. I started there actually around the end of 2021. Actually, in about a week or two's time, it'll be 4 years since I started there. Yeah. Never went to uni, but still landed a good job. Nice, nice. These days, university typically isn't required to get a good job here. Granted, I work in IT, so I can easily expand by doing a quick course. Yeah, that's understandable. I wanted to work in IT for the longest period of time, and then, I don't know, there was this period a couple of years back where in 2 years I changed what I wanted to do with my life 4 entire times. Like, I spent 6 months deciding, okay, you know what, this thing that I've got an idea for isn't going to pan out. Realistically, what should I do next? And I was like, okay, let's get into this job field instead. 6 months later, I was like, nope, changed my mind, I want to do something else. And then that happened 2 more times. Ugh. Tell you what pays stupid security jobs. Stupid as in good or stupid as in bad? Because here in the UK that could mean either or, really. The last place I worked at, I was getting paid about, well, it was more or less the minimum wage, which here in the UK for my age was about £12.30 or 40 something an hour. It was decent money. I was doing a decent number of hours, so couldn't really complain about the money, especially considering it was a part-time job and all. I'm currently trying to move to a different place, though. I'm currently trying to move to a different job. There's a post office colleague thing that I've put in for, believe it or not, working the post office counter in a big supermarket. Basically just taking parcels and letters and helping people out with those there. £14 an hour it is, and it's still part-time. So that's an entire £2 more, and it's just for a generalist retail colleague, but I'll be working in a post office instead. Pretty good money, so I've got my fingers crossed that I get that. All things considered. Understandable. Last place I worked at was a daycare. Ooh, must have been a challenge. I don't say that in a bad way. It must have been a challenge just because of the whole, you know, working with excitable kids thing. Stupidly good. Oh, okay. One of our security replacements on my site gets paid 32k plus for sitting on his ass, and he's completely PC illiterate, so how he operates the camera I don't know. Nice. Nice. Part of me a couple of years back did actually think about the whole thing of, you know, night security for some company or some, like, hotel or whatever somewhere, just getting paid big money between the hours of, like, 11 PM and 6 AM or something to just sit down, put your feet up and watch a security camera. It'd be boring, but night shift jobs tend to pay pretty well for the whole thing over their outside sociable hours. I think one of my moderators, Sickly, don't know if he's here tonight, he was actually doing a night shift job. It was just a retail thing, but he was getting paid a little bit more than the usual minimum wage there. Again, due to the whole thing of with it being night shift and outside, you know, regular daytime hours. Salary ranges from 20 to 35,000. Nice. Ooh, double jelly bean reward. Don't know what the hell's going on there, but cool, I'll take double the usual amount that I usually get for selling these flowers. Sure, why not? Not going to complain about receiving 240 jelly beans instead of 120. Oh, is it this thing, the silly meter? Okay. Active reward. Double jelly beans. Double your fun and your money with double jelly beans for all activities that pay jelly beans. Nice. Got to Gotta remember to do some fishing. Fill my bank account right up. Honestly, I'm basically PC illiterate. I only learned how to use one last May. Ah. Well, don't worry. If you're on a modern operating system like Windows 10 or 11, Windows has slowly been getting worse in an attempt to appeal to just about everybody who doesn't know how to use computers. So it should, you should be finding it fairly simple, I suppose, because that's the whole point of most recent versions of Windows, is to be as accessible as possible, to sell as many laptops and Surface Pros to people as possible. Do need an SIA license, though. Yeah, that makes sense. It's amazing it works for me, lol. Did learn OBS in 2 weeks, lol. Oh, fair enough then. OBS is a pain in the backside, so even if it does take 2 weeks to figure out the intricacies of it, if you can use OBS, you can do just about anything with a PC. So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much over it. Okay, tonight is going to be very Sellbot themed. We've got all of these quests here to finish up. This one's nearly done. And we may have a field office in the works as well. I do have to do one more field office, the big, scary, difficult dungeon things. So we still need to defeat four more level 10 plus Sellbots just about anywhere. We have to defeat about 20 more level 7 plus Sellbots over at the headquarters, and we need to collect a whole bunch more Sellbot merits from, you guessed it, Sellbots. Alright, what are we doing first then? Well, I presume what we're doing first depends on who's recruiting for a team on the Group Finder website. Let's go and take a look, shall we? Am I ready for promotion, actually, on my disguise? I think I am. Is anybody doing the Vice President boss battle? Yes, there's 2 teams, they are both full. Great. Well, I guess we could go to the scrap factory here, help out this low-level player. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go help a newbie, shall we? I'll go and balance my karma for the day. Worked and used PCs since I was in year 3. I've been repairing them for 15 plus and networking for 3 plus years. I am not a good example. Okay, hanging around outside the entrance to a dungeon here. This person has 45 maximum HP, so ideally we want a full team for this. Oh, somebody else has just shown up. They're not part of the group here, but they've shown up nonetheless. Wonder if I can send them an invite if Tessa doesn't know how. I'll still please. Sorry, I need gags. Well, you can accept the invite anyway. No, okay. Yeah, my family's always been quite technology-oriented, so I've been using computers more or less all my life. Yeah, I can understand growing up with them, yeah. By the time we started IT classes in first school and secondary school, I was more or less used to them already. Majority of companies have IT staff, so you're not really required to know how the machine works, just get told to use this software and leave it at that, yep. Double-click this icon on the desktop, press these buttons, and if something goes wrong, click this to summon somebody from the tech support office. If they haven't fallen asleep in the server room somewhere to take a midday nap. Not that I did that. I may or may not have been doing a little bit of work experience. That's somebody controlling 4 characters all at the same time. Kind of kills the spirit of the game, but you do you, I guess. Yes, I may or may not have been doing some work experience as an IT technician at the end of my IT college course. Years and years back when I was doing that. Yeah, it included a 2-week placement with the in-house IT techs. It's amazing how lazy we could get away with being, mostly because a lot of the work that we had to do was just resetting passwords for students. Because of course it bloody was. There was one point, the same person came up to me, I kid you not, 3 times in one day, telling me he'd forgotten his password 3 entire times. The 3rd time I just told him, well, you're gonna have to get it reset tomorrow, because I'm not resetting it for you again. Go away. Stop wasting my time. My grandpa had dial-up and that was it. I didn't have a phone until I was 18, lol. Oh god, I can't remember I can't recall all of my memories from when I was a child, but I do remember dial-up. Yeah, god almighty. Them's were the days. Hey, I like my afternoon naps. I don't do this, brackets. Oh, okay, I was about to say, are we ready because there were 4 of us here, but yes, there we go. And off we pop. Okay, we start tonight's stream with another Sellbot factory. Because we haven't done enough of these on this goddamn playthrough, have we? For those who don't know their Toontown, though, what we are doing here is a headquarters-related dungeon. The world of Toontown is a brightly coloured cartoon land filled with streets, buildings, playgrounds, so on and so forth, and then you have all of these big scary corporate offices and business HQs, which we are now infiltrating. This is one of the dungeons, one of the headquarters locations. Completing dungeons mostly gets you disguise pieces. So I'm just busy taking a look at who we're attacking here. Guess I'll go for this guy. Try and wipe them all out in one turn. Oh, nice! Somebody missed. But yes, for the most part, you do facilities like this until you have a full disguise suit. Once you've got a full disguise suit, you need to fill up your promotion meter, so you can go and take on the headquarters main boss in a big climactic boss battle. Love y'all's Xmas outfits. You shouldn't say you like my outfit, it was chosen for me against my will by Red. There we go. Just explain why I look like a complete idiot. Oh, somebody who was using an outfit that had like 2 years ago. Okay. Fair enough then. Hey, if it works, it works. Yeah, this is all related to jobs. Don't ban me saying the bin word, it might upset Gen Z. Oh yeah, I forgot we've got to censor the J word, haven't we? Hey, Althea. Hello, my darling wife. How are you? How's things? Sorry, we're just talking about Christmas and, oh yeah, jobs. Yes, how's things? I think Arthur looks cool wet. I do not, but thank you for the encouragement nonetheless. Still dying, but otherwise okay. No, don't die. What the hell do you mean you're dying? Stop it. I forbid you to die. This way, kids. Oh no, skeletons. Even worse, robot skeletons. Terminators. Ah! We have 3 of us here. We're missing... Oh, never mind. We're all here now. I was going to say we're missing somebody, but... Yeah, there we go. Been sick since Friday. You didn't tell me that the other day when you popped into the stream with myself and Rin, or after the stream when me and you were messaging back and forth. What the hell? Well, I hope you get better soon. Make sure you get enough rest, okay? I'll use my big magnet with Pico, or Pico, I don't know, you say it's Pico di Gatto over there. Which leaves these two nice and... well, leaves all of them nice and stunned. But yes, whenever you do that... Sorry to keep going back and forth between topics of, like, whatever we're talking about in chat here and then the game itself there. Yes, just for more of an explanation about the game here. So because we're cartoon characters, these are all of our attacks and items and such. Again, it's all very cartoony related. Go for this guy? Okay, let's go for this guy. Lure gags, like the magnets we did before. Hopefully, if they hit, will pull enemies towards you and then stun them. Stunned enemies will activate traps if somebody's put a trap down beforehand, such as a trapdoor or some marbles or a rake that you can stand on, that kind of thing. And stunned enemies, you can see there by the yellow number, also take more damage from attacks. The most useful part about it, though, is that if an enemy is stunned, they don't get to act that turn. So it's useful if you need a bit of breathing room. Somebody's healing me with a feather. Okay. And he wants to do sound, so let's do sound. Oh, we've all got sound. Okay, why weren't we doing that from the start? That's kind of the meta strategy, isn't it? Just AoE group attacks. There we go. But yes, getting back onto the topic of real-world stuff. Completely got interrupted earlier. Well, completely interrupted myself earlier when I was talking about what I've been doing in my afternoon. Yeah, I finished up my work stuff that I had to take care of this morning. After that, I've been teaching myself how to play Call of Cthulhu Arkham Horror. It's a board game, horror board game for 1 to 8 players there. Not to sound like an advertising leaflet. Those of you who have been here before may remember that I was talking a couple of weeks back about helping out at that charity shop I go and volunteer at. Typically means I get a discount on anything I'd like to purchase from there, which is quite handy when rare stuff comes in that I'm not expecting. Such as a brand new in-box copy of a horror board game that typically retails for about £50 or £60, and I can get it for less than 20. Hadn't really actually learned how to play it until today though, so I've spent all afternoon, well about 3 hours this afternoon, teaching myself how to play it. I set the whole thing up on my coffee table, which as it turns out wasn't big enough, need more space for it, and started slowly going through a game where I was controlling 2 of the characters, and essentially teaching myself the rules slowly and surely. I think I've got a handle on it now, I just need to try and recruit some friends to come and play it with me, to make sure I fully understand it. And also to have somebody to play with. Probably not the most exciting of topics, considering we were talking about IT and security before, but yeah, I'll be sure to keep you all posted on it nonetheless. Yeah, trying to teach myself how to play it went quite well. When I first started, on my very first turn, my character got cursed. Which was really helpful, by the way. It was very debilitating. Didn't exactly make learning the rules any easier. Seems like a very difficult game. But it does seem very fun, so I'm looking forward to giving it more of a try. Oh cool, double jelly beans from that barrel there. Sweet. And then we just hop onto the elevator here and go to the top of the silo. Once up to the rooftop, we just have to open up the control room, and then we'll go and give the factory foreman a good kicking. Once we've done that, dungeon completed, we can all go home. Yes, get better soon, Althea, otherwise I'll hurt you. No, I shouldn't say that, should I? You're already not feeling well. Get better soon, I love you lots and lots. Wah, wah, wah. There you go. Besides, you're not allowed to die. Who else am I going to collab with on stream? I mean, I've got a bunch of other VTuber friends, but who else am I going to play Stardew Valley and Coffin of Andy Lele with? Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. The fact that game is allowed on Twitch baffles me. Oh, Coffin of Andy and Lele? Ah, yeah. Go figure. Okay, they're both going for him on the right, so I'll take the guy on the left along with the other pie throw. Yeah, I'm almost surprised if it wasn't for the fact that people have been playing it for about a year in advance. I'm almost surprised that my channel didn't get terminated when myself and Althea were doing amateur voice acting for that game. And to go ahead and do some early shilling for my other links down below there, on my Twitch channel, wink. To go ahead and do some early shilling for those, you can find all 5 of our current episodes of that stream on my YouTube channel, totaling about 25 hours of gameplay and scuffed voice acting, as well as jokes and possibly suspicious relationship, shipping stuff, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call it, between two VTubers. If the prospect of sifting or watching through 25 hours of all of that is a little bit daunting, you can get a bit of a taster of some of our favourite moments from a 50-minute highlight video that I made. Yes, I made a highlight video out of all 5 of the streams that we did, and it's still nearly an hour long. It's funny as well because I called it some of our favourite moments, because I couldn't include all of our favourite moments because we quite enjoyed the entire game. If I was going to include all of our favourite moments, it would just be all 5 of the streams put together in one video. And you can't really make something like that, upload it, and then call it a highlight reel. It doesn't really count. Game showcasing Alabama. Yeah, there was plenty of jokes. Okay, who's doing what? He's going for the guy on the left, so is he. I'll take the guy on the right. I mean, I will admit, you know, joking about it aside, joking about the game and the themes, I will admit the story is incredibly dark and compelling. It is quite gripping, especially on the current cliffhanger ending we're up to. So I'm quite looking forward to the next update eventually bloody coming out. Once it does, don't fret folks, I will go ahead and drag Althea back onto my stream here and we'll do some more scuffed voice acting for any content update that comes out for it. Because Althea enjoyed it just as much as I did. If anything, I think she enjoyed it more than I did. Like, I found it fun, you know, I had a good laugh at some of the stuff in it, I found it fun overall, I quite enjoyed the story. Althea scared me a little bit. She got way too into the character of Ashley. We've already talked about at some point getting artwork or alternate VTuber outfits of both of us just dressed up like Andrew and Ashley. Never mind that somehow she's made, well, she started doing it, and then I started doing it as well, thanks to her. We've occasionally taken to calling each other Andrew and Ashley outside of it as well, like on Discord or Twitter. Don't know if I should be concerned about that or not. Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine, right? It's the part where we start joking, quote-unquote, about cannibalizing our viewers that then you should be concerned. I'm kidding, I'd never do that to you guys, otherwise who'd come and watch me play old games in Toontown Rewritten? Glop. Still need a bunch more merits. Probably my best bet at getting a whole load of those in one go will be the steel factory, not the scrap factory. But oh well. 'Twas a nice warm-up. Oh, right, so let's take a drink, okay. Talking too much about the forbidden game now. Red's telling me to wash my mouth out. Soap not included, sadly. Okay, where does that leave us? Still have to take out some level 10 Sellbots, and that can be anywhere though, so we could do it during the VP boss battle. Would be an easier place to get it done. Still need some more level 7 plus cogs, didn't really see as many as I was hoping. In the scrap factory there. again, the Vice President boss battle or a steel factory, steel difficulty, not scrap difficulty, will be my best bet. And then, of course, about 600 more merits and another 2-star field office. First things first, though, we have to head back to town and restock our inventory. Let's go to its window now. Let's go to the snowy place, shall we? Let's go to the Burg. This game involves a lot of puns, by the way. Oh, good lord, it's busy in here. Quickly load usual inventory. There we go. There's a bit of a queue forming. Okay then, what are we doing next? Possibly Vice President. Let's see. So I'll have to take myself back to Daisy Gardens first of all. So I can trek all the way back to Sellbot HQ. Let's tab out and see if anybody is doing the VP. No shopping, Vice President group. Ooh, 3 out of 8 players. 4 out of 8 players. Okay, quickly join. Quick, before it fills up. And now I can teleport straight there. Good. The holiday season is upon us. Your next catalogue issue will have a special sale in it. Yay. Is that to go with the special sale that's currently going on, is it? Because it said that last week as well. Okay, now that I'm in my disguise, now that I'm wearing at least a proper suit for the time being, even if it is a robotic shell, let's just hang about here for a moment while we wait for a couple more people to come and join. Just need 2 more people to come along with us, I think. If my voice isn't as clear as it used to be, I do apologise, by the way. 'Tis the season, and I do still have quite a heavy cold. If you need me to repeat myself, or say something, or say something again, or elaborate, please just say in chat, Arthur, say that again, I can't understand you, you blithering idiot. Three friends online, yay! I have friends. And July makes 8. There we go, we've got 8 people in an 8-person team. Let's wait for everybody to show up and then get going. Looks like we're all here, we're just gotta wait on the leader to return and hop into the elevator. Which would be the yellow duck fellow over there. Any time now, we're all here. He's AFK. Okay, the Z's just appeared over his head. Oh, there we go. He's returned. I still need to decide what we're doing next on stream, actually. The last couple of weeks I've been so busy, which has been great. Busy in terms of streaming. I've had all sorts of games and streams planned out. Now that we've finished all of those, I don't actually quite know what to do. Do we play something we've already started playing? Maybe there's some more Sail Blazers, maybe some more Spiral Knights, No Man's Sky. Do we do a new game? Do we do something on my PC? Do we do an old PlayStation 1 game, perhaps? Do we do an Xbox game? I don't quite know. Jigsaw Red off in front of it. We already did a Jigsaw stream back on Thursday. Give it some time. Showering with your dad. Do I want to know what you mean by that? That's a no. Have to cry out loud. May as well try and do drop, I suppose. I don't like using drop gags, they suck. It's a game on Steam. Well, now I'm even more concerned. That sounds very strange. I probably went for the wrong target, my bad. Well, whatever. He's laughing, so it can't be all bad. Unless he's laughing at me. I don't know. Okay, level 5, level 9, level 1, and this guy who's still breathing. Probably a bit overkill having 2 elephant trunks, but meh, whatever. Yeah, I have heard of a couple of strange games on Steam, but I don't think I've heard of that one. Dare I ask for an elaboration? Probably not, but I feel like I should anyway. Couple level 9s and a 12 and a 3. Tricky. But this is good for me. Again, I've got 2 quests that require these. So, can't really complain. I look for stupid games gifted to friends at Christmas, now the libraries are full of dumb games. Why not? Something Christmas spirit, I don't know. Oh no, somebody should heal you, somebody like me. Because I want tune-up points. Still need XP for my healing skill. There we are. Oh, he's still alive, okay. I called my IRL friend a furry, he tried to deny it, so now I sent him furry femboys as a joke. What the hell? Not a sentence I thought I'd ever read, so thank you for that. There's the first time for everything, it seems. Somebody's throwing down the dynamite. Ooh, boy! And I'm the only one luring. I've got the organic bonus for this, which gives it a bit more accuracy, but, you know. There is still always the chance that this could miss. And it didn't. Wonderful. Bye-bye. Okay, what are we doing? Pies, why not? So many pies. Nice, we should be finished, I think. Yes, we are. Good. We do have more cogs to take on, though, as those of you who have seen our Toontown streams before will well know. This boss battle technically has 3 phases. That was the first one. The VP is going to try and escape up there, and he's going to sick some more cogs onto us. We deal with those, and then the final phase is grabbing a whole bunch of pies and throwing them at the VP, until he falls all the way from the top of the building here. Grim, but it's okay, he's a robot, so we can do that. But yes, that's why we're just standing here. We don't need to follow him because we're going to be teleported up there and forced into battle anyway. Julius Weezer. Haha, get it. My advice, don't be like Alice and go down the rabbit hole when it comes to stupid games on Steam. too late. I'm already well aware, and I've mentioned it to one or two of my friends there, one of my moderators who thinks I should get it, at the very least, of a voice-controlled game called, I think it's called Ice Cream or something like that. How the hell do I even begin to describe that one? It's a very cheap game. It's just under £2, I think, or £1 or £2 here in the UK. It's a fairly short game. It's all voice controlled. You use the microphone to yell the word ice cream to try and propel a scoop of ice cream onto a cone through obstacle courses. I said it was weird, okay? Told you it was weird. I've been nagging you to play that, lol. You have, yes. If I find the spare money for it, then sure, I'll go ahead and grab it. Just wait until I finish up my Christmas shopping and get these 2 PC upgrades done as well. My bank account is going to be crying by the end of the month. Which is great, because in February I've got my car payments coming out, my car insurance and MOT. Ugh. Looking forward to that. Ah, sod, I'm just going to heal everybody. Probably should have used my elephant trunk as well, but whatever. Again, I need more XP for my tune-up skill. Yes, the only way you get XP and progress your character on here is by using these various attacks, these various skills, throw, squirt, lure, trap, that sort of thing. Hitting enemies or healing teammates will give you skill points in whatever you've just used, relative to whatever level the item you used was. And then add on any bonuses like double or triple skill point modifiers for like boss battles, buildings, that kind of thing. I still need to try and level up, drop, and tune-up quite a bit. That means using tune-up and drop. Lots and lots. It's a pain in the behind. Oh, I should have healed the guy who's doing the end group heal, actually. Should have paid him back a little bit. Oh well. Next turn. Next turn I will. Just wanted to make sure we dealt with these guys first of all. Well, he's still alive, but... Have you played Squirrel with a Gun? No, but again, that's another one I've heard of. Along with that stupid Escape from Duck-Off thing. The sort of isometric, tactical, roguelike shooter thing where you're playing as a duck with firearms. Yeah. Believe it or not, it does actually look quite interesting. I'd like to get it. I have heard a lot of good things about that. I have heard the name of Squirrel with a Gun as well. I just haven't actually seen any gameplay for it. Is it any good? I'm asking, is it any good? I don't even know if you've got it or if you've played it. But if you're suggesting it, you must have at least heard of it more than I have. Baba Is You is another fun one. I'd heard the name of that years back, but again, it's another one of these ones that just sort of passed me by. Found it funny with Squirrel with a Gun. Oh, okay, gotcha. I found it funny. I'll have to look into it then. Up. Now we're at the fun part, aka the most monotonous part of the battle. Because done incorrectly, or if you're just plain unlucky, this part can take upwards of 5 minutes plus just by itself. Ask me how I know. Now, I think the last time I played anything stupid, or at least incredibly strange and esoteric, here on stream, may have been on my birthday, actually. It was that Nubby's Number Factory thing that Thorax gifted me for my birthday. Very strange. Interesting game, but very strange. I did quite enjoy it, though, for what it was. Oh, actually, speaking of games where you're launching objects and other things, I know what we can stream this week, on Thursday. I've got an idea. So a couple of times, especially the last few times we've been playing Toontown Rewritten, with one of the gimmicks on one of the sort of headquarters dungeons later on in the game, the boss mod headquarters thing, one of the gimmicks is a rehash of the old Puzzle Bobble game. I offhandedly mentioned 2 or 3 times having a version of that, something like Puzzle Bobble, but it's Worms. You know, the sort of 2D strategy game thing. Yeah, something called Worms Blast there. Excuse me. I've just now realised, since that's in my Steam library, and since we haven't done it yet, I'll go ahead and download it, and we'll do that on Thursday. Played it a whole bunch as a kid. It's very, very fun. So yes, there we go. Got the Thursday stream planned out. Hooray. I missed that game. I had so many discs of so many PC games back when I was a kid. Like CD-ROMs and what have you. I remember underneath my bed having like a box with all sorts of these like game discs that we got free in like either magazines or some newspapers or something, and like some of them would include these CDs that you could just put into your PC and literally just get like an entire full game from. So just finish that up quickly so I can get back to what I'm talking about. You had all sorts of stuff, a couple of, you know, random little shovelware titles, a very fun Serious Sam knockoff called Will Rock, which was incredibly fun. And one of them was Worms Blast, yeah. So that was good too. Had this racing game too, sort of street racing game. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember playing that to death as well. So it's sad that I can't remember the name of it. Where do I think it's going to be quiet? There we go. I'll go this way. Worms Armageddon, Worms 3D, Worms Old Party, Worms 4 Mayhem were my favourites growing up. Oh god, Worms Old Party is taking me back. And now I'm reminiscing about the online functionality of the Dreamcast again. Good days. Fun times. I miss the Dreamcast's heyday, I really do. Yeah, we actually ended up streaming 3 Dreamcast games on here a couple months back. Had so much fun with them. We ended up playing, well, the first one had to be Choo Choo Rocket, didn't it? The little actiony puzzle game where you have to guide a bunch of space mice into space rockets to escape from space cats. Don't ask. Don't ask. It makes just as much sense in context. We played Hydro Thunder, the arcadey boat racing game. And we played Outrigger, which was Sega's take on first and third person shooters, which was incredibly fun, and which we 100%ed in one night. What a blast. Worms WMD I played on Steam with some friends. My friends didn't like me too much. I spent hundreds of hours online, so I won 90% of the matches. So much so they just ganged up on me every game. Oh, good lord. Oh god, you know what I want to play again? Like, not just on stream, but like in general? I don't know if anybody ever played this. Worms Forts Under Siege. I think there was a PC version of that, but I had the Xbox original copy. I don't care what people thought about the fortress building part of that. I thought it was incredibly fun. I thought it was a fun Worms game, and I thought the fortress building side was a neat little twist. I quite enjoyed that game, a hell of a lot. I think there's a PC version, I just need to figure out where the hell to get it from and what I have to do to make it work on Windows 10. 50-ton canary. Yep. Yeah, the calling in the airstrikes and what have you, but it's like this little flying bird contraption thing that looks like the design for it came out of Da Vinci's workshop or something like that. Yeah. Might give myself that task over the upcoming weekend. Acquire the PC version of Worms Forts Under Siege somehow, and do whatever it takes to make the bloody thing work on PC. That game was great but flawed. If you got a concrete donkey, it was over. Oh, yeah. Especially since, yeah, with things like the concrete donkey, you go ahead and destroy the opposing teams, like sort of... I can't remember what the building was called, but like the core of their sort of... Oh, been AFK too long, just talking. But like the core of their fortress, you go ahead and destroy that with a well-placed shot from something nice and high damage, and that's it, you take an entire team out of action. Right, yeah, sorry, Toontown. Let's see. Hey, 1 point health boost. Progress. At least assuming this quest is going to be completed, and that we don't have another task to go and do after this. Now we have to head back over to Spring Rain Seltzer Bottles and talk to Wet Will. Hopefully that gets us our 1 point HP increase. Let's see, that's over on Daisy Gardens. Who's doing that? Cut it out. Okay, Maple Street, where are you? It's not over there, is it? That's Oak Street, isn't it? I think. Yes. Maple Street is behind me! Haha, I was going the wrong way the whole time. Nice. Yeah, it sucks that my entire library of Xbox originals isn't backwards compatible with my Xbox Series. Some of them are, which is nice, but there's a whole bunch of games that I'd like to play, especially on stream. I want to play my entire library again. I'd love to. I haven't played some since I was a teenager. But I'd love to play a whole bunch of them on stream, and I can't. There's a very fun third-person squad shooter I've got called Brute Force. Incredibly fun game, and naturally not backwards compatible, so I can't share it with all of you fine folks. Ugh. Haven't played that since I was like 12 or 13 or so. Okay, the building we're looking for has been taken over by cogs. I could go ahead and defeat the cogs, round up a posse, and go and retake the building, but I'm lazy. I just want this task completed. So we're going to hop over to a different server, and fingers crossed the building is open for business. Fridge launcher or Rhino was pretty strong. Oh Christ, I remember using the fridge launcher a couple of times and going, yeah, this feels a little bit broken. In terms of how much damage it's doing. The Rhino was sort of like them. That was sort of like the sheep, wasn't it? Only it did a lot more damage on contact too, aside from exploding. Unless I'm misremembering. Probably misremembering. Again, like most of my Xbox original games, I haven't played Worms Forts since like I was maybe 13 or 14 years old. That's correct, it was running impact damage. Oh cool, my memory isn't completely bollocksed. Well again, I shall add it to my to-do list for the rest of the week, trying to get the PC version. I know it exists because I was looking the game up a couple of months back out of curiosity. I know it is a thing, I just need to figure out where the hell to get it from and how to make it work on modern Windows. Hey look, we're not done. You did it, thank you. Here you go, with my upgrades this is the ultimate seltzer, the Super Seltzer. Deliver it straight to Bonnie and let her get a feel for it. Whack. Okay, we're gonna head back and speak to Bonnie Bubbles. So hey, you never know, maybe we are finished. Back to the Sellbot Task Force hideout, which is the manhole cover over at Sellbot headquarters. guess what? We've got a lot of walking to do again. Okay, head back over there, speak to Bonnie, and hopefully that's this quest finished. And then we'll get our shiny 1 point HP increase. Would be very useful. Just avoid the rather imposing headhunters. Well, I say imposing, they're only level 6, I could take them easily. I just don't want to because I'm on the clock right now. Quite busy. No cogs beyond this point. What are you talking about? That's Cog HQ. Worms 4 Mayhem was probably my most played game aside from Armageddon. I'd love an Armageddon remaster with online play. Nice, nice. Funnily enough, we were actually streaming Worms 4 a couple of months back. Yeah, we were doing the story mode for it, actually. I think it took us like 2 streams, but we did eventually get the whole story mode completed. Even if I wasn't particularly good at it. Did you ever do sheep racing? No, I did not. Was that one of the mini-games on 4, was it? I don't think I did do sheep racing, sadly. Sounds like a very Welsh pastime, doesn't it? Apologies to any Welsh men or women in the audience there. But you know the stereotype. Oh, for crying out loud, we're still not finished. A test run? Can do. But if I'm taking this baby for a spin, you're gonna have to cover me, you feel? Oh god, I saw the phrase cold caller cubicles. We've got to do more field officers. Ugh. God damn it. Ripley told me I've got to heat up a few cold caller cubicles to the max. I can't risk taking the super seltzer in there. Those frigid temperatures could be catastrophic. By the time you finish heating those officers for me, I should be done. How many? 3! Are you bloody kidding me? 3 of them. Oh, Jesus. So for those who... Sorry, I'm going to quickly read chat and then I'll get on to why this is a big deal. Oh, it's on Armageddon, is it? Oh, okay. Armageddon, people made custom courses where you had to fly a super sheep through a course. I don't actually think I played Worms Armageddon on PC. I think the one that I played was Worms 2 instead. It was on one of those free CDs that I got for, It was on one of those free CDs that I got from, like, a newspaper or something. No, I never played Worms Armageddon, but I played Worms 2 instead, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Dumpy, and hello as well for the 59 bits there. Take my loose change. Well, if you insist, I shall put it in the piggy bank, thank you. Hey, Dumpy, how's your day been? How are you? Look up Super Sheep Race on YouTube if you're ever curious. Of course I'm bloody curious. I'll look it up on YouTube after the stream's finished. You can't say Worms Super Sheep Racing and have me not take an interest. So yeah, I'll go and look that up and, yeah. I shall report back on Thursday with how I found it. Right. Back to this here. So yes, this is a big deal. I'm complaining about this for a good reason. So these cold caller cubicle things. You only find those inside Sellbot field officers. You remember what I said earlier near the start of the stream? Sellbot field officers are one of the most difficult dungeons you can do in the game. If not the most difficult. They're supposed to be hard because they are considered endgame level content. Not only do we have to do one more in a level 2-star or higher field office, so we already need to do a fairly difficult field office to get this quest completed, but we have to do 3 more field officers in general. For this quest here, for 1 laugh point. Ugh. The reward for this is not seeming worth it, I'll be honest. 3 entire field officers just to get 1 HP. Well, hey, on the bright side, this is nearly done. What will we get? For this, 300 Sellbots skill point rank up point things. Yay. Q Shark on YouTube was my inspiration for learning Super Sheep races. I think I recall that name. Yes, I do. I have actually seen some of his videos on Worms Armageddon. Yes, it was years and years ago when I discovered something called the Worms Armageddon Worst Shot of the Year Awards from online matches. Yeah. Sort of compilations of like fails and ninja goofs and that kind of thing. I thought I recognised that name, yeah. God, I need to go back and watch some more of those, actually. Always love seeing people on, like, these really sort of, skeletal, like, competitive style, literally just made out of lines, like, online maps and what have you. Always love them trying to plan out things like careful grenade throws or homing missile launches and what have you, and then they just have their shot rebound off of a tiny pixel wall in front of them and blow them up. Hilarious. Haven't seen any of those videos in years and years. I know what I'm doing tonight. Just gonna binge watch some Worms Armageddon movies on YouTube. Right. Are there any... Even if it's just for a 1-star field officer, is anybody doing these? Somebody's doing... Somebody with less laugh points than me is doing a 2-star field officer. Okay, we're joining this fellow. We're joining Little Lollipop. We are joining this person because they have less maximum HP than me. That means they're not going to complain about me having 107 HP and trying to do a 2-star field officer. They shouldn't take any issue with it. They have 3 points less maximum health than I do. I remember on release on Armageddon there were many voice packs that included swearing, including a Scotsman and Irish voice actor. They actually had to remove because of the obscene profanity. Could believe that. I think my favourite from Worms WMD, I think it's WMD anyway, is it's the usual Worms voice actor. I forget the guy's name, but it's the usual guy who does like all the voices. Absolutely talented bloke, he really is. And he's done a one where he tries to sound like his version of like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. Like the voice pack is just called Cheese, and all of the voice lines are cheese related. Like you throw a grenade and it's just little ball of green cheese. That's my favourite one. I love that one so much. Like out of all of the voice packs across all of the games, that's gotta be my favourite. Stupid. Yep. I've got that as a sound effect actually, that some of my viewers on here, namely Rads and Moderator Red, like spamming a little bit too often now and then. Yeah, I've actually got a sound effect people can play on stream, which is just the Worms stupid thing. Yeah. Thank you for the live demonstration, Red. That. Got 2 of us here. We definitely need a full team of 4 for this, though, so yeah. We're going to be playing the waiting game for quite a while. I'm going to take another unprompted drink. My throat's getting a little bit dry. The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse gets the cheese. Sorry, I'm just quoting that now. Do you have any friends and join that need? Probably not. I'm pretty sure Frisco is busy. Yeah, he's in a field office himself. I can't really ask him to come and join. One of my favorites. Cheese milks lead to immortality. Yeah. Pretty sure I've got Worms WMD on my Switch there. Mental note, Arthur. Go and play that again at some point. Oh, an invasion's begun. Who's taking over? Bean counters, okay. Oh, cool. Somebody's joined. We've got a full team now. Wonderful. All right, we should have this, I hope. Is everyone ready? Yeah. Gotta make doubly sure that we're all ready and no one needs to go and restock or anything, because again, field officers are serious business. These are the hardest endgame content in the, well, in the game. This field officer is stealing and ruining our jokes. For the time being, only throw, sound, and tune-up will crack up any cogs. Yes, the first thing that happens in these field officers here is that you lose access to all but 3 of your gag tracks. So you only get access to 3 skills at the start. Then you play sort of mini-games in between these combat floors here to recover stolen jokes and unlock your locked gag tracks. All of this leads to a final confrontation with the office boiler at the end, with a big fiery furnace. Okay, somebody else take the lead, please. I can't be trusted to take the lead on these. I'm still fairly inexperienced when it comes to field officers. We don't even have a lure, that's the problem. This is hairy already. I don't know how to attack. Who am I going for? I guess we're going for this guy on the left. Yes, I said apologies, leave me alone. Guys, we've got access to sound, why don't we use that? Why don't we use these? Should have just done that from the start, shouldn't we? Loved using the Magician's speech bank. I don't think I used that one. Was that on WMD or was it on one of the other ones? I'm trying to remember now. Okay, this guy's already half injured. I'll do some healing. Oh, it was on WMD, okay. English Bobby was great also. Yes, it was. I used that one on, I used that one for our playthrough on, Worms 4 Mayhem. When we were streaming it. Couldn't resist. Time starts running out. Come on, there's crime to cause. I mean, fight. Ouch. Well, I've got some emergency heals just in case my speed chat phrases here. Emphasis on some. I need to grab some more. Which health are these fellas on? Can't really see. Not a lot. This guy's already on below half health, again, after I've just group healed everybody. This is a dicey beginning. And somebody's either disconnected or Alt F4'd. Wonderful. Oh dear. I guess I'll do this then? We appear to be slightly screwed. I don't know if that's why somebody's left. It looks like it was the person with the highest number of HP as well. They've probably looked at this and gone, yeah, no, I'm not wasting my time, and they've decided to just back out of it. There's no way, even if we do survive this floor, there's no way in hell we can do the rest of the office with just 3 of us. Ugh. Well, that sucks. Yeah, the game's just switched off. Don't worry about that, folks. It hasn't crashed or anything. Sadly, I can't believe I'm saying this, out of necessity, I just had to Alt F4 in the middle of a dungeon. We had a bad start there, sure, but the highest level player in our team there seems to have abandoned the group to our fate. Even if we could somehow pull back and complete, like I said, even if we could somehow turn that around there on that first floor, there's no way in hell we are completing a 2-star field office with just the 3 of us. It wasn't going to happen. Alt F4, a true gamer's shortcut. The only shortcut, in fact. You're not supposed to be able to exit dungeons like that. Yeah. It's considered bad manners to do that, but he did it first, so yeah. He abandoned first, so the rest of us were like, well, this is now a lost cause. The only reason I was still there for as long as I was is because I was making sure that the other 2 chaps were on board with just saying, yeah, okay, let's just pack it in. Just going to have to go ahead and give it a few minutes there to make sure we have disconnected properly. I don't want to sign back into the game and find out that I'm all by myself in a field office with a lot of angry high-level cogs. See if it'll put me back in the same instance. So we'll give it a minute or 2 to make sure I'm fully disconnected. While we're waiting, let's take a look at this. I've got a notification on Twitch here. What is this? Last 24 hours. Your recap is here. You got the Recap 2025 badge for being in the top 20% of Twitch users. What? Bro, I'm a nobody steampunk man from England. What the hell do you mean I'm a top 20% Twitch user? What? Huh? Let me take a quick look at this. Of course, perfectly timed. I'm looking at something that we're supposed to be celebrating, and a bot shows up. You can't see it in the chat there, by the way. The messages themselves get sort of suppressed, but yes, likely ban evading bot. It's the same type that we've seen over and over again. It's even more annoying now because they've started posting 2 messages instead of just 1. Every time they show up. Ugh. Yes, there's some sort of Twitch recap thing here, and apparently I'm in the top 20% of Twitch users for streaming. Huh. Interesting. Well, sweet. Thank you to all involved for another successful year. Here's to many more. Oh look, the person I most raided out to, whenever we've done raids, the person I most raided in the last 12-month period was my darling VTuber wife, Althea. Channel points spent in 1 year. Do you guys want to hear how many shillings you've spent? The channel points you've earned and then spent on my channel? 367.6 thousand. Well done, everybody. Nice, nice. Well, that's pretty neat. I shall screenshot all of that and put it on my Twitter account later or tomorrow to celebrate. Again, thank you all involved, viewers who may not feel like talking, and all of our darling followers as well, those who subscribe, those who, for some reason, give me bits. I don't know why you insist on doing so. And even those who are just happy to be here and stick around with me for a couple of hours. Again, cheers for another successful year of VTubing. Here's to so many more down the line. I intend to do this until I physically cannot, so look forward to it, I suppose. Alright, that's enough patting myself and all of you on the back. Let's go ahead and fire Toontown up, shall we? Fingers crossed this puts us back in the playground somewhere. We'll recover, regroup, and maybe try doing a field office again, I don't know. Connect to server, log in. Where's it putting us? And we are back in Minnie's Melody Land. Okay. So, I need to go ahead and purchase more gags because I've used a couple before, and I'm a little bit on 50% HP. So the first thing we are doing is some R&R. I feel like catching up with my fishing, actually. Let's do some fishing. Reload usual gags. Okay, done. Haven't done fishing in a couple of weeks, so I'm probably going to be terrible at this. Hey, first try. I'm brilliant, aren't I?
Dr. White?
Yeah, you can't really have an online video game. Well, most video games are complete, if they include one, but especially online video games as well. You can't really have one without a fishing minigame, can you? I remember trying the demo, the trial version of the of Final Fantasy XIV. I remember trying the trial version of that, and discovering that one of the gathering classes for the whole crafting and gathering side of things was straight up fisherman. And I spent like an entire 2 or 3 weeks just being a fantasy fisherman running around the place looking for the next big catch. You had everybody else like, oh, I need to do my daily dungeons, I need to max out these classes, I need to get this gear from this raid or something, and I was like, don't care, mate, fishing. This is my life now. Yes, all of the fish are based on various puns as well. Starfish, seahorses, nurse sharks, balloonfish. Again, this game's very pun heavy, if I haven't explained that enough. But yes, another apology, by the way, for taking the coward's way out before, but please understand, field officers are incredibly difficult, if I hadn't... Damn, missed. If I hadn't made it clear enough earlier, field officers are incredibly difficult. With the highest level player in the team leaving us out to dry like that, there's no way the rest of us could go ahead and complete it. Field officers are easy with the right groups. Ooh, new species. Nice. That's what we're after, new species. That's how I need to get more fishing trophies, is by filling up my fishing album. Field officers are easy with the right groups, yeah. That's the kicker there, with the right groups. For the most part, whenever we've been doing field officers, I've always been carried by at least one friend or so. One of our regular viewers, he's not here tonight sadly, maybe he'll pop his head in a little bit later, Thorax there. He got me started with doing field officers when I first unlocked them, and then one of my friends is currently online there, Frisco's, we did 1 or 2 with him as well, including, I think, our first 2-star field office. So it doubly sucks that we had to exit out of that one, because that was the first field office I tried with all random players. That was the first one I tried doing with none of my friends. And it went about as terribly as it possibly could have. Go figure. Maybe we'll try one again in a little bit. Maybe I'll try doing a 1-star field office instead. Piano tuner. You something can't tune a fish, I don't know. New species, yay! Never seen a piano tuner before, but there we go. Oh god. Okay, I've got space in my fish bucket for 3 more fish, for 2 more fish now. Let's fill up my fishing bucket, sell all my fish to the pet shop, and then we'll go and heal ourselves up. A guy I met helped me do the killer level 20 cog. He just used SOSs every turn until we got Boil. It was super chill, he just multi-tuned on 3 characters. Nice. I was doing a field office last time we played this actually with another friend, with another regular viewer who was multi-tuning on 2 characters actually. I have no idea how people do that. I guess it's some sort of special program in order to control 2 clients at the same time, but then how do you run 2 clients at the same time? Do you need a virtual machine or some sort of sandboxing program for that? Or is it literally just launch the exe file like a second time and be done with it? Frisco is still in a field office, okay. Can't really go and beg him for help. Oh well. Oh, something called TTR multi-controller. Okay, well, that makes sense that there'd be a dedicated thing for it. And then just run it again. Gotcha. Not saying I'm going to, but it's just in case I decide to look into it myself. Out of curiosity. I have played enough sort of turn-based, like, party-based, turn-based RPGs in the past, so, yeah. Back in the day on my original Nintendo DS, Dragon Quest IX Sentinels of the Starry Skies was very much my jam. I spent way too much time playing that game. Absolutely loved it though. Okay, so all of these fish, that was worth it by the way, all of these fish that we've got, I spent too long there just thinking, not enough time doing. All of these fish are worth 256 jelly beans by themselves. Thanks to the double jelly bean reward thing, we're going to get 500,000 for selling all of these. Love it. Money, money, money. Oh, that's the thing you used to multi-tune, is it? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'll probably end up looking into it out of curiosity. I don't know if I'll end up using it myself, but yeah, I'll take a look. I have seen people doing stuff like that on other games before as well. Well, other games. Another game, just singular. There's this Korean MMO, because of course it's Korean, from the mid-2000s, Uncharted Waters Online. Still going, it's moved hands a couple of times, it's moved developers and publishers a few times. The general consensus is that it's such a niche thing that you are allowed to multi-box on there as well, and essentially run, I think, 1 or 2 maximum, absolute maximum, otherwise the developers consider it giving yourself an unfair advantage, other characters with their own ships. I haven't played it in quite a while, so I'll have to refresh my knowledge of the rules again, but yeah, the developers themselves do say, yeah, we're aware this is a fairly niche game, so go ahead and use an extra character if you want to, we're not going to judge. Like, for the sake of having a different character using a different class with different skills and that kind of thing. Okay, let's go back home real quick to rest and relax, but mostly heal up. Like so. Pick up the delicious ice lollies, there we are. 1 more should do. There we are. Maximum HP, fighting trim. How much have I got in my bank now? Let's go and have a quick look, shall we, while I'm here. How much monies do I have? We currently have 10,834 jelly beans in the bank, and I'm carrying 250 on my person. Nice. There's only 12 more completes for a level 1 field office, so unless you do a super speed run, I'd suggest a level 2 field office. Okay, gotcha. Now, I'm very bad at speed running, especially since my Toontown mathematics is still a little bit rusty, even after all this time. I'm the kind of person who would be like, okay, I need to save most of my really high-level stuff for later on. I should be able to get away with using this level attack on this cog, and then it doesn't kill the cog. And then I sit there thinking, okay, cool, I've just sabotaged the team. I'm just gonna go and sit in the corner, I suppose. Let's see, is anybody doing a 2-star field office? Yes, but the team has already started. God damn it. Ah, well. We'll see if there's anybody else doing one. Nope, there's not really anybody doing any more field offices. Interesting. Well, I could go and start one myself, but... yeah. How well will it go and how long will it take people to come and join us? We won't know unless we try, will we? Okay, where the hell were we last time? I can't quite remember. I think it was Minnie's Melodyland, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Back to playground. Let's head back to one of the streets and see if we can't find 2-star field office. I think it was Baritone Boulevard. Don't quote me on that. Wrong button, I pressed tab instead of alt. Whoops. Okay, well there's a field office over there. Let's go and take a look, shall we? Sorry if it looks like I'm moving down the screen, by the way. I'm just sort of slouching in my chair. I know I shouldn't be, but yeah. Trying to see the star rating. Where is it? Well, I could always just press this, couldn't I? Show boarding group star team 2-star. Okay. Let's see if anybody comes and joins us, shall we? Oh, hey, look, somebody came and joined us. That was quick. So did somebody else. Cool. Yellow. Nice, that's a good start. We just need one more person now. Hopefully we have a better start than we did last time. Ugh. Like I said to the rest of the fellows in there before we decided we had to all skedaddle, not having lure available right from the get-go bloody hurt. Especially since for some reason we decided not to burn all of our sound gags, and we were just letting the cogs hit us. Didn't really do us any favours either. Hey, there we go. So we've got Arthur C, Sergeant Pepper, Bella, Cookie Sparkles, and Fat Trixie. Fingers crossed we four have a better shot at this than we did before. Excuse me, throat's getting a little bit dry again. Do apologise. Please blame the cold that I have, thank you very much. Just waiting on a large Trixie to arrive now. We've got 3 of us here, myself included. Just need this person to hurry the hell up. Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, what are we missing? Is it going to be the same as before? Oh god, we still don't have a lure. For the time being, only Squirt, Tune-Up, and my favourite, Drop, can be used. Jesus. I'm not liking this already. Just waiting to see what everybody else does first. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, I guess. Somebody doing a drop right off the bat. Well, I guess I'm doing fire hose as well, but who the hell are we attacking? This guy. Okay. Epic. Oh dear. Oh cool, that completely missed. Not sure how, but we all dodged it. Yeah, if we had a lure, we could at least go ahead and... Damn, wrong target. My bad. Yeah, if we had lure at the start, we could at least mitigate some of the damage we're taking by stunning everything. Not really an option, though. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Oh no, buzzwords. What is this, Reddit? Go away. How much health does Sergeant Pepper have? He's probably not looking too good. No, we're all quite injured. Where's my SOS trunk? This is only a 3-star SOS card, I don't know if it'll work, so fingers crossed. Oh, we're all healing, okay, cool. SOS lure is always perfect accuracy. Did not know that. Useful to know. Okay, who am I hitting? Who needs to die? You! Should I have gone for the level 10 to make sure he at least died? Quite possibly. But it's fine, he's on low health, so whatever. We still have 2 enemies who are stunned and out of action. It's fine, this is recoverable. We at least have a bit of a moment to breathe. Yeah, you two take the level 10, and that way we'll get rid of these 2 and then just try and figure out what we're going to do with the other 2 cogs. I'm sure I've seen the Sergeant Pepper person before. I'm sure I have. Or maybe I'm just mistaking the name for something else. I don't know. God damn it. Alright, well, thanks to my screw-up there, we now have 3 active cogs to deal with. Sorry, we now have 4 active cogs to deal with. I'm sorry, folks, I'll just Alt F4 out of shame. No, I won't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to do that. It looks like we've got a shot at this, so I'm going to stick it out. Oh, cool. Somebody else is magneting as well. Magneting. Sorry, if I speak clearly. Right, make sure we're all going to focus on the same target. Good. Him. Stinky Ned, go take a shower. Whoosh. Who's next? Who wants to die next? Well, now that he's here, are we changing our tune? Or are we still going for this guy? No, we are going for the level 8 apparently. Okay. Hey. Yeah, 30 seconds sounds like a nice long time to think about your move and what you want to do on here, until you do something nice and difficult like this. Then it's suddenly not really a whole lot of time. Come on, this guy, quick. There we go, before those two become active. Arg, he isn't dead. Ah well. We'll fix that in short order, won't we? Hope you're claustrophobic. Well, yes, but what does that have to do with the game right now? Certainly won't catch me cave diving, that's for damn sure. I'm out of fire hoses. This is fine, I guess. Remember to go for the correct target this time. Carnaby, there we are. Don't have any squirt refills as far as my Unite phrases go. I do have a refill everything button, but yeah, that's a bit overkill just for refilling one gag in one track. Probably got a couple of squirt refills in my SOS trunk. Some of my SOS cards somewhere. That's in case nobody else uses anything like that. Okay, what about this guy? Seltzer bottles at dawn, it seems. Why not? Except this chap who still has a fire hose, because he's been doing nothing but drop. Please tell me that's it and we can unlock some more gags. Please. thank the Lord. We survived. We survived without lure, even though we did use 2 lure SOSs. But we survived while having our own lure tracks locked. We didn't need that high-level player on that other one, did we? The coward who just left right in the first turn. We'll do without him. Well, this is one of the mini-games that I need anyway, the Cold Caller Cubicle thing. Skate near thermostats to turn the cold up. Cold calls to try to cool the office back down by lowering the thermostats. Get the snowballs from the filing cabinets, throw the snowballs at the cold callers to kill the cold callers and make them drop jokes. Oh, and other cogs as well, I suppose. Can we get some snowballs first? There we are. Need some more snowballs. Give snowballs. Where filing cabinet? Oh, over here. Are you dead? Well, now you are. Tee. Yeah, we do this part and try and get as many stolen jokes in the bottom corner there as we can, to unlock more of the gag tracks that are locked and that are currently unavailable. If we can get enough of them, we'll unlock 2 tracks. If we get even more after that, then all of it will be converted into bonus healing at the end, which is very nice. Very useful. Splat. Give. Hey, we have unlocked sound. Good. Need some more snowballs, though. There we are. We've got 80 seconds left on the clock. We've got 44 stolen jokes, 45. I think the maximum on these things is 65, I think, that you can pick up, and that's the most stolen jokes. After that, you've pretty much got them all. Oh, look, now we've got lure. Cool. Elevators open. Keep collecting jokes, but get out before the time runs out. And that's it. That's all of the jokes. The label has turned green. We can skedaddle. Let's take our leave, shall we, fellows? Just over a minute left on the clock. Pretty good. Thanks for your efforts, you can now use both sound and lure gags. Thank God. Ugh. Okay, what do? Well, I'm going to heal this guy first of all, because he's hurt. But also because I only have 1 seltzer bottle left. At least I think it's only 1 left. And I'm out of fire hoses. I've got 3 storm clouds and I have a geyser as well for, you know, for rainy days. Get it, because it's a water-based gag. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I've got 3 storm clouds left, and I've got a geyser too, but I'm almost out of my general purpose squirt gags, sadly. I've used all of them up on the first floor there. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Let me do the luring, okay? I've got the organic bonus. Look, let him show up and then I'll do this. There you are. I'm gonna brag about having the organic bonus, and this is gonna miss, isn't it? Oh, never mind, he's doing the magnet as well. Never mind. I shouldn't brag about stuff like that, otherwise karma will come along and slap me in the face, and then have it not go my way. Right, well, drop gags are my only single target gags left, so... It's either that or break out the really high power squirt gags, so... Which I'd like to save, ideally, unless we restock somehow, I'd like to save those for the boiler, instead of using them now. Is this going to work? Should I have used my gigantic 10-ton weight on the Two-Face there instead? Probably. Or is that going to kill both of them? Probably should have used the weight on the Two-Face, shouldn't I? That's me sabotaging the team again now. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. Oh, hey Bean, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's things? How's your day been? Uh-oh, trouble coming. Quick, low-level attack, quick. Nope, too late. It's been alright, just chilling. Nice, nice. Same here, more or less. Had some boring work stuff to take care of this morning, but that's finished now. I've spent the rest of the day relaxing. What do we do? Well, I guess we're doing this, aren't we? Why not? Please don't ask why I'm wearing a skirt, okay? You can blame Red for that. She made me randomise my outfit. Fun bit of Toontown trivia. This is now the second time on our big 51, this is the 51st episode playthrough of this. This is now our second time in 51 episodes of playing this that I've been forced into wearing a bloody skirt. And I hate it. Oh, somebody's saying sod it and he's breaking out of the maximum level drop gag. He's dropping a full-on Titanic on all of them. Nice. That works too, I suppose. Personally, I'd have saved something like that for the boss battle at the end. Meh, to each their own. Uh-oh. They don't look very happy, do they? They look quite upset with us. Maybe it's because we've been blowing up all of their colleagues. What to do? Again, I'm going to defer to my teammates' judgment for this. I should not be trusted with making the primary decisions on things like this. Oh, okay. Somebody was about to use an SOS card, somebody else was about to use another Toontanic. I guess I'll do sound as well then. Okay, we've got two people using 2 drop SOS cards. Cool. Well, if there was ever a time to use SOS stuff, yeah, why not now? Wait, what's he doing? Oh, okay, they're doing it at the same time, okay. Just never seen this happen before as well. I thought they were using different things, like one of them was using a restock or something. Get an umbrella, folks, it's raining. But if you want to blow up 4 robots at the same time, why not? It's funny, certainly. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of these SOS things that I basically don't use unless I'm playing field officers like this. I've got a whole lot of them saved up. The only ones I really use outside of field officers are the speed chat phrases from instant emergency healing. And And even then, those are only in exceptional circumstances, like Bossbot HQ or something, if somebody's taking way too much damage all at the same time. Oh, we're doing the Mega Mover Maze, okay. Next elevator will never work while these Mega Movers are moving and shaking the office. Get water balloons from the water coolers, and then throw the water balloons at the cogs to feed all the Mega Movers to open the exit, blow cogs up to get the stolen jokes back. You know the drill. Off we go. There's a map here in the bottom right corner. I'm sort of covering it up there. There's a map here that you can't really see because I'm covering it up. Yes, the map starts out invisible on each of these little minigame floors until you wander around and fill it up. Ow. Unnecessary, but thank you. Have a water balloon up the backside for that. Nearly got you, nearly. And he's dead. First one down. I'll take those, thank you. Catch. Uh-oh. Incoming. These guys move way too quickly. Emote dropper. Give me a second to finish this floor here. Can't really tab out when I'm in the middle of this. I'll take damage otherwise. Plus, we've got like less than 2 minutes to get this finished. I'll turn it on in a moment, though. Once we get back to the elevator, I'll quickly tab out and switch it on. Oh, bugger. Boo. He didn't die instantly, that's not fair. Come here. Hey, we've unlocked trap gags. Cool, if only I had access to trap instead of drop. I'm never going to stop bemoaning that, am I? Yeah, you choose which skills you want to unlock throughout your playthrough on Toontown. You don't get to unlock all of them. You will have to get to the end of the game with one of the gag tracks, one of the skill trees, still forever locked. It's to encourage teamwork. It's so that you can never be the master of anything. You have to rely on others for a certain thing. I went ahead and picked drop, pressing the button to drop like a huge weight or like a safe or a piano or something on somebody's head. I went for that under the assumption of it would be useful. It has not been useful. High damage, yes. Low accuracy, also yes. That's part of the reason why it's taken so long for me to train it up, is because anytime I try to use it, I end up missing more often than not. Sucks. The other reason is, frankly, I took it way too late in the game. It was the last gag track I unlocked, and by that point I already had most of my other things close to maxing out. So I was like, well, if this is going to do less damage with low accuracy, why bother using it? So I just didn't bother using it. Oh, there we go, 65 jokes. 40 seconds left on the clock, let's get out of here, folks. I'm bringing this with us. We might need it later. Okay, give me a second. Hey, full heal. Gotta quickly go and find this. Trap and throw gags. You recover will be invaluable to take down the boiler room. I need to hurry the hell up, is what that means. Okay, emote dropper's on. There you go. Have fun. Yeah, for those who haven't been here before, the emote dropper is something we sometimes do. If you post Twitch emotes in chat, they'll fall from the top of the screen onto my head. It's quite amusing. So feel free to start spamming if you'd like to. I really don't mind. Yeah, you can tell this one is serious because not only does the boss have a visible HP bar, but he has multiple HP bars. Oh, come on, really? I don't even have the most maximum HP. Why are you going for me, you dick? When do we do the remote controls? I'm not quite sure when the hell we do that. Oh, we're doing this. Okay, gotcha. This is gonna be loud. Nice. Hey, he's not dead. What on earth? Oh well. Ouch. Big ouch. I'm on about half HP. Yeah, be angry all you want. Additional 10% damage bonus each time fire up begins. Well, we need to get rid of him then, don't we? Who or what are we going for? We've got about 40 seconds to think on each turn here, but what are we doing? Should we not go for him? Cloud. Cloud? Alright then. Okay then, I guess. Bella is still fairly injured. Not a huge amount, but they've now got the lowest amount of HP. We'll figure that out in a moment, though, I suppose. Ouch. Oh, cool. Exactly what I wanted. DOT. If I die right at the end here, I'm going to be very, very upset. I might have to loudly swear. I know this is a family-friendly game and all, but yeah. I'm just warning you all now. Yeah, I've got the lowest health, so yeah, direct a single target at me. I'm only nearly dead here. Getting flashbacks to the last time I played this on Toontown Online when Disney was running it, and I got to the end of the Sellbot scrap factory and died right at the end of the boss battle. Getting heavy flashbacks to that. Hey, thank you so much, Danny5247 for the first time chat. Do you have Unites to save yourself in case? Yes, I do. Okay, Boiler's gone on the defensive, that means he reflects all damage back at the team here. We have to focus on these fellows instead. Do we use remotes here, or do we wait? Which one should I use? Healer remote, okay. He's going for him, he's going for him, he's going for him, so I go for him. Oh boy, cog joke. Why are name droppers always picked last in sports? They keep dropping the ball. I cry out loud. Offense taken. It's always 2 damage on low, level 2 heal on high. Right, okay. I'll note that down somewhere. Not quite sure where, but I'll note it down. Pretty sure I've got a notepad file for this, actually. Where is it? I think we just skip our turns now, don't we? Yeah, seems like it. Just let the cogs do all the work for us. Oh no, not the drop gags, anything but those. Well, at least we've still got all the useful stuff. I shouldn't say that, just because I'm struggling to use drop. I shouldn't say that. Oh, thank you so much, Jack Soul 12 for the follow there. We've officially hit 220 followers. Yay! Thank you all so much. I love you all lots and lots. But yes, thank you for the follow and cheers to all of our followers over the last 2 years. Not a year and a half or so. Anyways, after I stop mixing my words up, hello, nice to meet you, how are you? Yes, thank you for the applause as well. Okay, what are we doing here? Sound, are you sure that's... Yeah, that's gonna hurt us. Well, I'll use lure then, I suppose. Somebody's throwing down dynamite, so I may as well break out the organic hypno goggles. Somebody using another healing road there. Nice. Lovely. Oh goody, corporate presentations, my favourite. Fun fact, I used to work in a call centre. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that at least 2 or 3 times on stream here in the past. I used to work in a call centre on a temporary contract thing. And before we got started, we had to do a full week of training. Would you like to know what the training was? It wasn't any actual training on taking and handling calls there. The training period was literally just company and security policy stuff. That was it. We went through an entire week of being told don't use customer details to commit ID fraud. That was the entire training. I got my first call and it was for a department I wasn't supposed to be on. I was on like the special event department thing, and I got all I got was like tech support calls instead. When I wasn't supposed to be taking them because I wasn't trained to do a deal with them and I didn't have the resources for it. I hated that job so much, I really did. I was happy to see it gone. Spent an entire week being told don't commit to this crime, and then half of my job was asking my supervisors for advice and assistance because I literally couldn't help customers. I didn't have the means to do so. Stressful, that's what it was. Hey Loopy, how are you? How's your day been? How's things? Nice to see you again. Look, we're doing a field office with random players. And we've nearly finished it. We're towards the end now. Just woke up, don't judge me. Not gonna bother judging. Actually, what time zone are you in? I say I'm not gonna judge you, and then it's like, actually, never mind. What time is it where you are? 4:15 PM. Fair enough. I don't really... Yeah, to be honest, if it's only 4:15 PM, I don't... Yeah, I'm not going to bother judging you for that. Oh, my bad. Anyways. Somebody's breaking out the wedding cake, just to be done with it. Yes, I'm not going to judge you for getting up at 4:15 PM there. There was one time, years and years ago, I was on holiday down south in Wales visiting family. I woke up at some point in the morning, I think 9:30, 10 o'clock or something like that, looked at the time and I sort of said to myself, you know what, 5 more minutes, it's fine, I'm on holiday, it'll be fine. So I closed my eyes for, quote, 5 more minutes, and when I woke up 5 minutes, quote-unquote, later, it was 3:30 PM. I slept in the entire morning and most of the bloody afternoon. Somehow. To be fair, I haven't had work for a week, and I finally go back in tonight at 8. Oh, okay, then fair enough. Again, not gonna judge. Okay, they're using... It's the heal remote on the 12. Damage remote on the 11. There we go. So I just had to pause there to make sure I'm learning how to use my remotes correctly. This group has been very patient with me, considering we're playing with an entirely random team this time. No one on my friends list assisting me tonight. But yes, ended up sleeping in for what I thought was 5 more minutes, and ended up getting up hours and hours later in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, this is actually the second time we've tried doing a field office on here tonight, on this stream here, excuse me. The first attempt we had a bad run of gags getting locked, and the highest level player on the highest level player who was on the team, I'm not kidding. The folks who were here earlier can vouch for me, the highest level player in our group straight up Alt F4'd and just exited. Like, without saying a word, he was just like, nope, and he left. So then we had like 15 seconds or so left, and the rest of us were like, well, we can't do this with 3 people, what should we do? And we all just sort of mutually agreed, alright, let's just get out of here. Had to quickly take my leave before the timer ran out, and I was forcibly attacked multiple times. That's rough, yeah. It did suck quite a bit, yeah. The only bright side is that it happened more or less right at the start of the field office itself. We didn't, like, complete the first floor or anything and then get into the second battle. It was right at the start. I should have seen it coming. I mean, lure was one of the first gags that was locked. We couldn't lure anything, which sucked majorly. Although I say that, lure was one of the locked gags at the start of this one as well, and we're still here, we pulled through. Because guess what, we used the SOS cards. Sounds like TTR. Mm-hmm, yep. 100%. Boiler is nearly dead, but we've got 2 more cogs showing up. What to do? Well, this apparently. Why not? Haha. Wish I hadn't slept, I would have been able to help. Don't worry about it. We've gotten a new team of people here, a new team of people who don't Alt F4 out of groups like that at the first sign of trouble. And we're at the end. The boiler's nearly defeated. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. Although, I will be needing some help with some more field officers. So, one of the Sellbot Task Force Resistance quests that I'm doing, the one that we had last time to get another 1 HP maximum increase thing, we're up to what I hope is the last part of it. We have to do 3 field officers. For 1 maximum HP point increase. The only reason we're doing a 2-star field office here is to get one of my other quests completed as well. Otherwise I'd just do 1-stars for it instead. I feel like I should just go ahead and use Geyser at this point. Oh, somebody's using a level 7 gag of his own. Okay, well, never mind. 2 people using Opera Singer. Well, guess we're finishing on a high note, you could say. Haha, get it? Because Opera Singer, high note. Yeah, sorry about that. Please don't unfollow me. Oh, we're not quite finished yet. Okay. Maybe I should have broken up the Geyser. So yes, after this, I'll still have 2 more field offices that need completing. Probably won't do another one tonight. Field offices do take quite a bit of time to finish after all. We've been here for, not quite sure how long now. Have to go double check. Is that it? Are we done? That's it. Hey! Could have gone worse, couldn't it? Yeah, field officers take way too long. Now that we've actually managed to complete this one, we might just do some other stuff, maybe some cash pot or something. I don't know. Still need 1 more level 7 plus cog back at Sellbot HQ as well. I'll get that finished eventually, I swear. So I could do with some more Unite phrases as well, especially, like, heals and whatnot. Yeah, I was just a little bit surprised when, again, the first time we tried doing this, near the start of the stream there, the first time we tried doing this, it was like, okay, we can't use lure, so what should we do here? Like, start trying to create some sort of plan of attack, and then the highest level member of the team was just like, nope, and he just sort of quit without a word. Sort of caught me off guard a little bit. One 2-star healing remote. And 1 1-star healing remote. Cool. Got a refund. Cowardly High Laugh Tunes SMH. I think I've talked about this before as well. I know I shouldn't say this, but things like this are part of the reason why I'm not really a huge fan of doing like high-level endgame content on stuff like MMORPGs. It's just because of the sort of mindsets around them. Like, again, going back to the example I used last time we were playing this a couple of weeks ago, when I was doing the trial version of Final Fantasy XIV, the part of the game I enjoyed the least was, ironically enough, all of the end game stuff, when I was like the maximum level you could get on the demo, which I think was 60 or 70, one of the two. And like playing all of the level 60 or 70 dungeons there, I was just like, yeah, I'm not having fun with this. Too many things that did that did too much damage really made me feel like I wasn't a high-level player at all when I was getting one-shotted by regular enemies, which kind of sucked. The most fun I was having was running the low-level dungeons with new players who'd never done them before, ironically enough. The most fun I was having was playing like a tank or something, doing a level 15 dungeon with 3 people who'd never played group content before, and being the team's big brother and seeing everybody through safely. Hopefully that says something good about me. Hopefully. Ow. Thank you. I'm still paying attention to chat, by the way, including all of the emotes being thrown at me. Let's see. Dinosaur, raccoons. Toontown's more about the journey than the slow, grindy, and painful end. Yeah. 100% agree with you on that. Creepers. What's with the hammers? Stop it. Yeah, later game stuff can be brutal because some people have a stick up their ass the whole time. Beat yourself. Oh, shut up. Brain slugs. Go figure. I have noticed that quite a lot, especially with the Bossbot HQ, the sort of CEO boss battle. The amount of times I've tried to go and join a group for that, and I see things like have a version 2 suit, big cheese only. And it's like, bro, how am I supposed to get there if you're not going to let me upgrade my suit? Like, I get wanting as many people as possible to have your suit maxed out so everybody gets, like, the maximum pink slips for doing it. But yeah, can't get to 2.0 Big Cheese if you won't let me upgrade my damn disguise. Can I? Bonk. Ow. Thank you. Sorry, I was sort of talking over that, I do apologise. CEO on TTR is the worst. You get kicked if you have a low-level suit unless Toon HQ says anyone is welcome. Yep. I've noticed that way too many times, it sucks. Sorry, throat drying out a little bit. Vocal cords needing refreshing. The funny thing is, CEO never used to be like that. Oh, really? OMG, it's her. It's Miku. Oh, thank you for my smug face there. I think I've only ever joined exactly one group that was intended to be a 6-fire run. Fair enough then. I've been lucky enough to avoid pretty much all of them, but that's usually because the one or two that I've seen on Toon HQ saying maxed out suits only, I usually just sort of roll my eyes, scoff at it, and then go and join some newbie instead, in like a lower level boss battle or something. I usually look at that and then just go, charlatans, and then see that there's like a group of 5 or 6 low level players, like 50 or 60 left points, trying to do a VP, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and play with them instead. Such uptight people for real. Dogs, dinosaurs, and more dogs, thank you. It's raining animals. I'm Max, I just help anyone and everyone, doesn't bother me. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. Get your character all the way to the end and then just roleplay as a good Samaritan. That's the best way of doing it. I always specify that everyone's welcome whenever I start a CEO group. I'll have to start doing that myself, it seems. Just so that people don't get the wrong idea. Christmas trees. Yay. I love making people angry when I play my soundless tune. You're daring to go against the grain? How could you? Want more people to play the game? Helping people is the best way to make people want to stay. I'll do a little bit of free advertising then, why not? Remember folks, this game here, the original run of the game was subscribe to play. You had to pay a monthly subscription fee every 30 days. Now that Disney have stopped running the game, all of these private servers, just about all of them, are free. Rewritten is free to play, it's fairly small in terms of download size, and it's easy enough to learn but has enough depth to keep you around for quite a long time. We've played games with viewers before, and we've met a bunch of viewers and played with a bunch of viewers on Toontown Rewritten here. If anybody plays this game, or if anybody would like to play this game, feel free to speak up in chat or just start playing it, and I'm sure we'll bump into each other at some point down the line. Always love to have more viewer friends to play this and other games with. Certainly wouldn't complain about it. Okay, what are we doing? Let's go and do both of these, shall we? Same than me when Ubers. With my soundless basically all the time, it's always fun. Oh, it's a good thing we're at the Burg. We've got to go and speak to Lance Iceberg over at Ice Cycle Bikes. On my way to make our game slower, soundless coming. Let's see, Walrus Way. It's just this direction. Just now realised we did that 2-star field office there without needing to use any restock. Without needing to use any restock SOS tunes. Yay! We did use, like, I think 3 in total. 3 SOS tunes for luring enemies on the first floor. And then I did use that Unite phrase, because if I didn't, I was going to die. But yeah. Completed a 2-star field office, didn't need to restock. So, I call that a extra victory. Sorry, excuse me. Heavy cold, if you couldn't tell. My first one being soundless isn't actually slower, people just can't do quick maths. Oh, I certainly can't. Now, I was explaining earlier, I'll sometimes pick the wrong gags because I'm like, okay, can I get away with it using this level gag on this cog here and save the higher level stuff for later? Oh good, we're not finished. Oh ho ho, looking stronger already. While you were gone, Franz and I had a talk about our next workout routine. Could you bring this note to our workout buddy Lars Bicep? Lars Bicep's building is called Tuft Guy Gym, which is on Maple Street. Right. We also have to head back to the Sellbot Task Force hideout and speak to Dr. Google Googly. Let's go and do this first, though. Find out what Lars wants. Okay, we're heading in this direction anyhow. Let's go over to Daisy Gardens, go and speak to Lars Bicep. That's a hell of a name, isn't it? Maple Street. Here it is. Cool. Soundless is slower comparing animations alone, but for a whole run it matters more if people are just on the same page. I'll take a run that might be a couple seconds slower, but is smooth throughout with no bumps. 100%. I've never been one of these modern MMO players who doesn't want to be playing the game that they're actively playing and is just like, yeah, can we complete this as fast as possible so I can exit, thank you? Again, not to throw shade, I don't want to start any conflicts or wars or anything, but I did notice that quite a lot with high-level Final Fantasy Online stuff. Like Final Fantasy XIV. I did notice that all of the people playing the high-level dungeons did not want to be there. They were doing everything they could to speedrun every single dungeon with random parties as much as they could. And I didn't like it. Because I'm like, well, if I'm sitting here to play an MMO, that means I've got enough free time to load up an MMO. If I've got enough free time for that, then slow the hell down. I don't have work in 5 minutes, unlike some people who can't manage their time properly. Sorry. I'm ranting again, I know I shouldn't be. Yeah, I can totally get down with this. Anyways, glad to hear you got a good training session, Arthur. But I can see the look in your eyes, you're hungry for more. I'm hungry for my reward, thank you very much. In that case, you need to go lift weights with the strongest cogs like I do. Oh, God. Then bring their weights back to me. As trophies. What? Cogs don't lift weights? Man, there's just no way. Just for saying that, give me 90 reps. 90 reps of what? Oh, 90 level 9 plus cogs anyway. That's not as bad as I was expecting it to be, I'll be honest. How to make a run faster, don't use tune-up. Thems is conflict words. But yeah, possibly. What are you doing, Becky Featherflip? You're just kind of standing there. Are you waiting for somebody to do this building with? I'll come over here just in case they are. If cog die, why tune up? I mean, that is a good point, yes. Don't need to heal when not taking damage, yeah. How to make a run slower, play dead. Oh god, the yeah, the little doodle trick. That trick does take a long time to perform if it works, I have noticed. Well, this person is still AFK, let's head back to Daisy Gardens, go back to the Task Force HQ. I have that trick maxed, don't upset me. I still don't have a doodle, actually, after all this time on here. I still don't have one. Probably don't need one at this point, considering I did, like, pick up the tune-up skill. But yeah, might be nice to have. Yeah, I notice a lot of people strictly prioritize time and it's a little sad. You good? Do you need help? You've got more maximum HP than me, you do not need help. Good luck. I, meanwhile, have places to be and professors to talk to. Doodles are not worth it except for a fun factor, usually. I play them most of my free time. Oh, yeah. Again, it's the most recent example that I've seen of people doing this, but going back to Final Fantasy XIV again, I've seen way too many people, even high-level players on, like, the low-level dungeons when they get put into them randomly from the group finder. I've seen way too many people trying to speedrun them, and it's like, bro, slow down. Not only are you level synced, so you are going to get yourself killed if you keep doing that, but there's like 2 people in this dungeon who have never played it before. Slow down, take a nice and relaxing walk, smell the flowers and see the sights. Hey, we're actually finished with something, look at that. Purple Explorer stamp, cool. You got my merits, let's take a look-see, shall we? These papers are filled with Sellbots bragging about taking over shops and mass-producing no-good corporate garbage. Slop confirmed. Oh no. Ugh, major brands. Reading this gives me the shivers. Clearly there's nothing great about Sellbots. For helping me out, here's a new stamp. You've earned a Purple Explorer stamp. Yay! Let's take a look at it, shall we? Doodles are worth it, but in niche caches. Niche caches? Oh god. It's that time of night, isn't it? I'm starting to trip over my tongue way too much. Niche cases, sorry. For basic gameplay, probably not minus field office, I guess, if you don't want to waste your nights. That's a fair point, actually. Especially if tune-up isn't available. Tune-up isn't available if you're low on healing remotes. Yeah, I can see that being a decent use. 2 stamps so far. We just need 8 more and then 40 more skill points. And then we'll be ready for our next rank up. Well, for our next badge, rather. Oh, we need to be rank 10 as well. We're currently rank 1, that's what this is for. Okay. So we need 8 more badges and a whole load of skill points. Right. Let's get a new task, shall we? While we're here. Got a space that needs filling in. 3 factory, 4-minute Sellbot factory in the HQ. Could be simple, couldn't it? Considering some of the other stuff I'm doing. Let's do this, why not? Howdy, you look like you need a toon task. Let's see here. Could you defeat 3 factory foremen? Yeah, sure. Raccoons and dinosaurs, interesting combination, but sure. And dogs. If you're doing level 2 plus field office, you should be maxed in sell and cash at the minimal, personally speaking. Plus laugh and unite SOS. Gotcha. Let's see, what are we doing then? Maybe it's 20 minutes left. What should we do? We're ready for promotion on CEO, Cashbot, and Sellbot. Somebody's doing CFO. Let's go and do that, shall we? Why not? There's 2 people waiting in a group for that. I could do with some more unite phrases, so let's go and do this, shall we? It'll make a start on my 90 level 9 plus cogs at least. I know I still need to be doing Sellbot stuff, and I do still have 2 more field officers to do, but yeah. It's a nice break from Sellbots at least, and yeah, get a new unite phrase. 200 bean unite incoming. Don't jinx me, please. I mean, with the double jelly bean reward thing, would that technically be 400 if I used it? Or does this not count for unite phrases? I sold about 250 jelly beans worth of fish earlier and got 512 out of it, so that was nice. Sure it does. Might have to try it then, mightn't I? Sure, I've still got a few more jelly bean phrases. Oh look, I do. 2 600 bean phrases. Imagine getting 1,000... Well, I was going to say 1,200. If I use both of these in quick succession, and that works, that'd be 2,400 right off the bat. Oh cool, team's full. I'll wait until the end of this to make it worth it. Are we all here? Let's see, that's the last person joining in. Yes. Oh, we're all here, okay. I was just busy going through the register here. was busy taking attendance at the start of the class. Dang, I didn't even get to send my message. That's tragic. What message? What's up? Oh no, here comes trouble. On a set of very slow tank treads. Just as it failed to send, I'll probably just send it again and hope it comes through. Oh, okay. Yeah, with how long this will take, the huge gauntlet of cogs we have to go through at the start here, and then the secondary part with the magnet cranes, this, I feel, will be the last thing we do tonight, and then we'll wrap up. I do have to get up in the morning tomorrow, sharpish, to do some shopping at the supermarket. What are we doing sound or are we doing throw? What's going on? Okay, now we're doing sound, apparently. Now that we finally decided. Yeah, so the last thing we do, the supermarket, whenever I'm doing my weekly shopping. Yeah, the supermarket I go to has started getting rather busy now that it's officially the run-up to Christmas. So the earlier I can get out there and get finished, the better. Going to the shops to buy all dem beans. Yeah, pretty much. All the jelly beans. Sorry about that. Arthur needs a soundless tune convert. What do you mean needs a soundless tune? Sound time. Yep. Nice and boring. I prioritize in order: 1. Taking less damage, 2. Using less resources, 3. Healing low teammates, 4. Defeating more cogs, 5. Time. Fair enough. Interesting workflow. Guess I'm breaking out the magnet. Someone's using a trapdoor and someone's throwing down dynamite. 2 dynamites! Yay! Please let this work. 3 people using trap is a lot of pressure to put on me. Oh, good, it worked. I know I've got the organic bonus for it, but that has missed a few times. Right when I needed it not to. It's always harrowing having 3 people put down high-level traps, and then me going, okay, I'm going to come in with the organic lure, and then nothing happens, and I'm just like, well, I tried, I guess. Yeah, sucks. Are we doing that again, are we? I guess we're doing it again. Sorry, just stretching my arms a little bit. Please ignore any popping sounds you hear. I am an old man after all, so if my joints make a sound... yeah, that's why. If my joints make some unsettling clicking noises, don't worry about it, they just do that sometimes. I don't have to worry about the failure of lure. I am lureless. My 3 tunes are soundless, trapless, and lureless. Fair enough then, why not? May as well try and get some drop in myself, shouldn't I? Let's see. Who am I going for? This guy, I guess. Probably screwing my math up, aren't I? Maybe I should have gone for this guy. Nope, he's dead. Okay, good. My main is dropless, a blessing and a curse depending on content. Now, I was saying earlier, I've been, especially this year, I've been bemoaning quite a lot since around about the start of summer. going to cause some division with this statement. I don't like drop. And I do regret picking it. I wish I'd picked I wish I picked trap instead. Now, it could just be that I don't have it maxed out. Sure, that's a pretty good argument there. The reason I don't have it maxed out is because of its low accuracy and because I picked it last. It was the last gag track that I unlocked, so I have to put a lot more work into making it usable. I could use a low damage single target attack that has very low accuracy, or I could just throw a birthday cake at something and have low accuracy. Yeah. I have been trying to train it where I can, but it's so slow going that at this point I've just given up on it completely. Been dropless since 2014, back when I didn't have to deal with cogs over 200 HP. That is entirely fair. If I could pay like 10,000 entire jelly beans to switch like a gag track around, I'd do it. I'd take an entire bear fog. Oh, fine. I have a name, you know. Best way to train drop, get one friend and let them spam buy corn and you drop. See, therein lies the rub, the get a friend part. Why did we lure? Why did we lure if I was being told to go ahead and use the foghorn? Oh, for crying out loud. There's no sense of strategy here at all, is there? That's fine. It's not like this is a field office or anything, this is lower level content, so it's whatever. But yes, the whole get a friend to help you try and drop thing, therein lies the problem. Getting a friend to come and help me with it for like hours and hours and hours, like, per week. Pain in the behind. Accuracy, if you need help, just say I've max dropped 7+ times at this point. I know realistically I should dedicate some time to trying to power level this and tune up as well. Especially if I'm going to be doing field offices a bit more often, but yeah. It's finding the time in between my streaming schedule and work stuff. That's the problem. I'm not saying no to it though, and yeah. I do have a Discord server that I usually play games with friends on, like we have a bunch of viewers joining as well. Play at work easy. Oh well, when you put it like that, sure. I should just do that, shouldn't I? But yes, maybe I'll see if anybody in Discord wants to come training at some point. In Clash at least. Oh, that's Corporate Clash, yeah? Clash at least, if I know 3 sound kills a cog, I just lure to make the sound 100% accuracy. And if lure misses, well, I doubt we miss it 85 and 95% in a row. Fair enough. Oh, cool, we're finished. Nice. Now we just have to wait for the chaps on the other side to finish up their slew of cogs. But yes, chances are we'll take some time to, maybe it's even on stream as well, dedicate some hours or so to just hardcore drop training, I don't know. Maybe that will make for interesting stream content, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm more of a Clash player, but I dabble in TTR rarely nowadays, and you seem like a cool dude. Oh, okay, well thank you so much for that. Cheers then. And thank you for the follow as well. I really do appreciate it. And I've maxed Chief Justice book so I can give invasions of any kind. Ooh, fun. Ow. Dinosaurs, yes, thank you. Well, we won't be doing Toontown again this week until... Well, we won't be doing it again this week. It's usually a one-week thing that we do, Toontown Tuesdays. Unless we've got other stuff going on, like we have for the last 2 weeks there. So we may be back on here next week on Tuesday. If not, we'll be playing it the Tuesday after that. But of course, you can always let me know on Discord if you'd like to come and play something with me, and I'll try and set some time aside for that. I really don't mind. Yeah, we do play quite a wide variety of stuff on here. We've been playing a couple of old games, we've been playing some console games, Dreamcast, Xbox stuff. We play some new stuff, even things with viewers. Helldivers is always fun, inviting viewers to come and join us for that. And I've got a bunch of VTuber friends that I collab with on various games now and then as well. Now we've already decided that on Thursday this week we're going to be playing Worms Blast, so that should be a good time. Do look forward to that. I was having a talk with Rin as well, one of my American VTuber friends, the one I was playing Portal 2 with, the co-op mode, on Sunday last week. I had a quick word with him, and if he's free, we might be streaming Portal 2 together again, either this Saturday or this Sunday, so watch this space. We may be continuing our co-op playthrough of Portal 2, which we had so much fun with on Sunday. Especially since Rin's never played Portal, and I was having to explain teleportation to him. I was helping him wrap his head around teleporting from one place to another, and I had to softly explain to him, yeah, you know it's only going to get harder from here, right? Companion Cubers love, Companion Cubers life. Amen. Yeah. We have played the first one on stream before as well, months and months ago, yeah. We haven't done single player on Portal 2 yet. We are going to do that at some point soon down the line, though. It's just we ended up firing a Portal 2 specifically to play the two-player co-op story with the two robots, Atlas and Peabody. Since it's a bit of a separate thing. Need to replay Terraria for fun. I haven't played Terraria in years. I do have it on my Steam account, but I haven't been on it in ages. Yeah, along with all of these other games that we have to go and play, I need to continue some of my other long playthroughs. Spiral Knights, another free-to-play MMO from a couple of years back. Very fun as well. We should have viewers coming and joining us for that, hopefully. Very fun game. I need to play some more of that. Need to do more Sail Blazers, survival crafting shopkeeping. Yes, that's a game. It's actually surprisingly fun. Multi. Oh, I'm guessing this guy's multi-tuning, is he? Okay. So he's controlling one character, he's got the other one parked over there uselessly. Fair enough then. Boss is nearly dead, cool. Need to play Terraria. Fun, I have 950 hours. I can't judge based on, like, hours put into Steam games. I can't judge on that. I've got, like, nearly 1,500 hours just on Team Fortress 2. So, yeah. I won't say anything if you don't say anything. Nearly 1,500 hours on Team Fortress 2, nearly 2,500 hours on Gary's mod of all things, believe it or not. But that's mostly from back in the day when I played on servers that were still fun. Before they all got really boring and trying to scam money out of you for various things. I have 10,000 hours in Guild Wars 2, I don't know how many hours in Old School RuneScape. Jesus Christ, okay, well, 10,000 is another story entirely. But Guild Wars 2, you know, big MMORPG, so I can't really fault you for that. Hey, all of 8 XP for drop. Cool. Well, whatever. We got like 15 cogs done out of 90 for the level 9 plus cogs thing, so that's a good start. Steam games, my biggest hours is 3,000. Nice. What game? Do tell. Share with the class while we're all talking about how much time we've wasted playing video games. Yeah, I'm signed in currently on my streaming Steam account. Oh, sorry, hold on. I'll quickly finish that in a moment. Hunt Showdown. Really? Huh, interesting. Special phrase you use in a tight spot. Toons of the World Tune-Up. It's a 20 life point refill. Okay, well, fair enough. 20 point emergency heal. Interesting. I do know of Hunt Showdown, I've just never played it myself. Being perfectly honest, extraction shooters aren't really my thing. Like, I did have a friend try to get me into Escape from Tarkov, and can't really say I enjoyed it all that much. Hunt Showdown does look interesting. It does look certainly a little bit more newbie-friendly. And like a little bit less frustrating, than Escape from Tarkov is. But yeah. PvP extraction shooter type things, still not really my jam, sadly. It's a bit like with Battle Royale games, you know, like Fortnite and what have you. But this is coming from me as an old man. Like this is me growing up playing things like Quake and Unreal Tournament. Yeah, the whole thing of like Battle Royale games where you get kicked from a server because somebody killed you with the highest power weapon in the game while you were still defenseless, that doesn't sit right with me. If someone's gonna blow me up with a rocket launcher, let me respawn so I can go and kill them back, thank you. If you want a super friendly game, look at Arc Raiders, I love that game. I've heard about that a whole bunch. Well, I say I heard about it, I've heard of it a whole bunch, but I know next to nothing about it. This is going to be me assuming again, but it just strikes me as like another flavour of the month, like PvP thing. Unless it isn't PvP, I'm not quite sure. Again, I know nothing about it. Maybe I'll have to do some research, I don't know. So yes, that's going to be the last thing we do tonight. I'll stick around for a little bit while we finish our conversations up here, and then we'll wrap up for the night. What was I going to say before? Yes, I'm currently signed into my streaming Steam account. If you give me a moment to open up my phone here, the one that's got the Steam app on it, let me go and see what the highest amount of time I've put into a video game is and what game that is specifically. Let me see, where's my profile? The profile. Where is it? Games list. 503. 503 games on my Steam list, by the way. That's just on Steam, never mind other games that I've got on my PC as well. Oh, okay. Thanks to my recent Garry's Mod sessions, I thought it was 2,000 hours. No, it isn't actually. It's 1,437 hours I've put into Garry's Mod. Thanks to my recent Team Fortress 2 sessions, TF2 is now my most played Steam game. 1,481.4 hours. So, there you go, if you were curious. It's an extraction shooter, but people are more friendly, I find. Oh, okay. Have you ever played Hades? Again, that's another one where I've heard the name, but I haven't played it. No. I do know that it's a sort of roguelike slash roguelite thing, though, and I do like games like that. I've actually got one or two games like that I want to play on stream at some point. Right, so this is going to be a bit of a story. Has anybody... So, you all know the smash hit first-person shooter Doom, yes? The classic one, right? So, years and years ago, somebody, get this, somebody, I'm not kidding, made a turn-based RPG roguelike of Doom. Oh, thanks for turning my head off right at the end. Whoops, I forgot I was here. Yoink. But yes, somebody made a turn-based roguelike for Doom, the first-person shooter. Turns into a top-down, like, little thing there. It actually works surprisingly well. And the developer who made that decided to make a full-on commercial game called Jupiter Hell. I've got that on my Steam library. Very fun game. Quite difficult, but very fun. I've been trying to find the right time to stream it, but yeah, we haven't played it on stream yet. So that's definitely on my list of things to do at some point. If you like Doom, have you played Heretic and Hexen? Not in quite a long time. I tried them out years and years and years ago, back when I was still on Windows XP. That's how far back it was. But I haven't played them recently. Maybe I should grab those and play them on stream as well. They're on Steam. Oh yeah, I figured as much, yeah, but just haven't grabbed them as all. I really should. To be fair, if you know the indie horror game It Steals, the same guy later released a little smash hit called Lethal Company. I've never heard of It Steals, I'll look into it. Dumby, stop telling people to defile my hat, by the way. Thank you. Let's see, what's this? It steals £3.99. Challenging experiment in survival horror, revolving around stealthy and unpredictable monstrosities. Each game mode is an escalation of that idea, featuring a new formidable evil and unique abilities to face against it. Play by their rules or suffer their quick wrath. Interesting. Sorry if I'm mixing my words up, by the way. It's that time of night now. I need to go ahead and get some sleep for the morning. Lethal Company's fun, same for Repo. I've played both of those, yes. I've only played them the one time each. I've played Lethal Company once and Repo once with some VTuber friends of mine, but yes, I've quite enjoyed them. I've also played Content Warning a number of times with various other friends. I need to play that some more. And if we're talking friend slop games, I've seen that term used before. If we're talking friend slop games, yeah, friend maxing. Friend maxing or friend slop, one of the two. I've also got Peak, which I've now played twice on stream. Quite fun. Very difficult, but quite fun. I will defile your hat on a daily basis. It's the last bit of joy I have. Guilty as Sock can be fun with a bunch of friends. Never heard of it. Sounds interesting. Let's take a quick look. Here it is. Release date 29th of May 2025. Recent reviews overwhelmingly positive. It's a good sign, I suppose. Free for all with your friends. The prosecutor throws wild accusations, and with your evidence cards you'll either defend yourself or roast the accused. The judge just trying and probably failing to keep things under control as chaotic lawyers yell their way to victory. Interesting. So it's one of these sort of social deduction game things, but it looks, at the same time it looks like a party game that you play with friends. Interesting. Repo is made with the core idea that it's dull and unfair, with your crew making it fun. If you play solo, kiss your ass goodbye or sweat till you make it. Lethal Company is difficult but fair. Your own skill can best many of the adversities. Gotcha. Oh, it's a spoof of Ace Attorney. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I thought it seemed a little Ace Attorney-like, and I'm not just saying that because it's a lawyer in court setting. As the judge, you can control the courtroom, give the floor, punish unruly lawyers, and toss out any evidence you find suspicious, or just ridiculous. Whether you deliver a fair verdict or go full rogue, it's all in your hands. Will justice prevail? Meh, probably not. For crying out loud. Lawyer or prosecutor, grab evidence cards and twist the story to your advantage. Want to throw your opponents off their game? Talk over them, toss paper balls, mock them, whatever it takes to sway the verdict in your favour. Chaos is law. That does sound quite fun. I just have to make sure that I've got enough friends to play it with. That's the problem. Peak is another friend maxing game in my opinion. It's difficult, challenging, but also rewarding. Did a solo climb with all the strife needed to beat a brown bear in fisticuffs, lol. Fair enough. Oh, and there's the Ace Attorney. Objection! Yeah. Well, tell you what, I shall wishlist Guilty as Sock and find out if any of my friends have this or would be interested in picking it up. At least one of my VTuber friends, Josh, has it on his wishlist as well. Interesting. I shall put it on my list too, why not? You want a Vintage Story up soon? I still don't have Vintage Story, I do apologise about that. I've got a lot of things that I need to purchase this month, and then after that, then I can think about buying other games. It is on my list of things to pick up at some point soon, though. I do promise I'm going to get it soon. I just can't say when soon is, sadly. Shall I gift it to you for Christmas, perchance? You don't have to, okay? You don't have to if it's going to be too much for you, alright? I'm not going to be one of those Twitch streamers who's like, hey, give me free things, give me money. I don't want to be that kind of person. I already feel bad in real life getting gifts from family members. I already feel a pang of guilt in the back of my head for that. Hell, we did a birthday live stream where I got gifted a fairly cheap game, that Nubby's Number Factory thing, from one of my regular viewers there. A fairly cheap title on Steam there, and I still spent most of the start of the stream thanking him for it. Pipe bomb sent your mailbox. Oh, thank you, I was wanting one of those. Spending all your money on tea is not an excuse. Oh, fine. Gift sent show with your Dad Simulator 2015. Oh, shut up. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up there. Let's go ahead and wrap up there for the night, shall we? I do have to be up in the morning to try and get my shopping done before the supermarket is infested with folks just standing around doing nothing useful. Genuinely good arcade game, 10 out of 10, 60 cents well spent. God almighty. So yes, that's going to be it for the stream then. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope you've all enjoyed it. As always, make sure to follow me here on Twitch, it's a huge help, and of course use all of my links down below to follow me on my Twitter account, subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all of our previous live streams, as well as short videos and edited highlights from our adventures. And then use the third link to come and join our Discord server where you can hang out with myself, a bunch of my other VTuber friends, and a bunch of our regular viewers too. It's a heckin' good time. Sorry if I sounded unsure of my ending spiel there, by the way. Every time I do that ending speech, it either gets longer or it gets twisted somehow. I can never keep a consistent script for that, I don't know why. I always end up improvising somehow. Well, anyways, like I said before, thank you all for being here. We'll be back on Thursday, we'll be playing the possibly hit Ubisoft game Worms Blast, so look forward to that. It's a mixture of Worms and Puzzle Bobble. It's a fun game, I've played it before, so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it again after all of these years. Until then, good night, take care, and I'll see all of you again hopefully very, very soon. Bye everybody.